Something about a Morge with the with the sunglasses.
I know, right? Hello, Breg. Hello, Rhyme. Cephalopod in second. What more do you need, really?
Cephalopod.
Cephalopod.
We've got a cup of coffee, so
That's pretty cool. I have a cup of water.
don't even have a proper bottle.
It's just a
Got a
cup, yeah.
just got a fucking glass.
It's like plastic, so it's even better.
I haven't used plastic cups in such a long time.
I'm a professional. Let's just do a quick reset.
What happened?
I broke a strawberry because the game lagged. It
I saw the game lag, but I didn't
was the first thing I did.
reset.
I love strawberries. Oh wait,
Those are unreasonably large strawberries.
I'm a good
You picked
farmer.
them up. You picked them up out of order. Reset.
Let's try that again. I don't think it worked very well
Uh-huh.
that time.
You skipped one. You are so bad at video
I
games.
was looking at chat. I need to not do that when I'm doing things that use my eyes.
You need to not do that. Just
I may
period.
have permanently damaged my wrist playing Splatoon for too long. I'll have
That's
you
fair.
know I played a single match, and then I was like, why am I playing Splatoon? And then I stopped.
I played like 15 matches, and then I said I want to play Xenoblade.
But yeah, I went into the battle area, the training
Mhm.
range essentially, and I saw the message progression will not he won't earn any rewards and progression will not carry over to the actual game. And I was like, okay, well, I will not play them.
Mhm.
And that was that. That was my whole Splatoon adventure today. It's pretty great. I think I used the arrow spray in a single match and I killed one guy.
I used the Splatana, and then I realized that playing Splatana was hard, so I used the roller instead.
I only used the arrow spray because it's the one that I had equipped when I was looking at my character and I forgot to unequip it. I don't think it's a weapon that I
Ooh,
would normally use, but I killed
that's
one guy
fair.
with it and my team got completely stomped. So that was really fun.
Yeah. Um, I I play roller because it is definitely the I'm not good at this game, but still want to play it weapon.
That sounds right.
Yeah. Fun fact, if you're using the roller, you know how you can like roll?
Yeah, that's like the thing that it does.
Mm-hmm. It's actually a very clever name. But what it
A lot of thought put into it.
yeah, the the really great part about that is just like the active hitbox of the roller existing like on the playing field is
Mm-hmm.
enough to kill someone in one hit.
Yeah.
So I just like I never use any attack. My special waist by the wayside, my sub weapon just forgotten about. And I just ran into a ton of people. And for some reason it worked a lot more often than it should have.
Good old children playing video games. You love to see it.
Dude, I love Stardew. Oh, welcome. God, he's here.
Oh no. Oh jeez, he's here. Oh gosh.
We should spoil Xenoblade 3 for him. Aiden, I really hope
Uh
you like the color green. Ryan, what weapon have you been using? What fucking weapon do you think I would be using? I use the roller.
yeah.
I feel like that's the most obvious thing you have ever, like, that could ever be intuited.
Probably because you said it already.
Yeah, but, like, even just, like, me, glad to know I'm welcome.
Yeah, welcome Aiden. Woo!
Yeah,
Where's
yay.
where's the music? It is not occurring. Oh,
Awesome.
it was just not on. Do I
Yeah.
have to apply the option? What? No, it's there. What? Okay, there we go. My goodness. But yeah, Splatoon. I
Yeah.
yeah,
That's what this game is.
woo. Yeah.
Yeah. What'd you choose?
Thought you'd be using Splatana. Rhyme said that he was using the Splatana, but then he realized that it took skill.
Yeah. Personally, I love me my brushes and bucket. That's fair. I don't like playing brushes because it is the same thing as a roller. It's just like faster and doesn't hit as hard. And I don't like either of those things. I would rather not move rather than not kill you in one hit. You should talk to Morris.
Okay.
Welcome to Jojo Mart. How is your weekend going? Membership is now available. The Joja membership, you'll be able to make improvements in the community with the help of our dedicated personnel. For a fee, of course. Oh, and another thing. Mayor Lewis promised us that if anyone else had joined up, he'd let us turn the old community center into Joja Warehouse. Isn't that wonderful? Does this game have an
What a
alignment system?
wait. Hold on. Buying
You
one
gotta learn to
Joja Cola at 3 times the market value.
you gotta learn to spam flick. I don't even know what the fuck flick is.
It's 75 gold, and the reward is 75 gold. No, thank you. The flick is when you fire the paint forward with the roller.
Is it?
Yeah.
For rollers, you can't just roll. You gotta do horizontal and vertical flicks. Well,
Well, I mean,
yeah, and I
Rhyme
do
proved
that
the
when I.
world wrong, but yeah.
The thing is, I do that when I'm afraid. But if I'm just like feeling myself, playing the game, trying to be an pretty awesome, like, no, like if I'm just trying to be an awesome guy, just play the game, I'm gonna just fucking walk and scorch the earth. And for some reason, it works 70% of the time. Sometimes someone will have the courtesy to back up in a fashion that isn't just completely afraid.
It is important to remember that this is currently a free-to-play Nintendo game.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm so used to ranked mode.
Sorry, I'm used to being near people who are good at this video game.
Yeah. Dude, I saw something hilarious because it was this one guy who was complaining about. I saw this guy on Twitter who was complaining about playing fighting games with people who don't know how to play fighting games because he can't win.
What?
Because like you can't condition them. You can't like make them do something that will be advantageous for you because they just spam all their buttons anyway. And it's impossible to play against them because they spam all their buttons. And half the moves aren't even useful, so I don't know how to deal with it. Like at the point where you're making that kind of argument, you need to acknowledge the fact that you're not good at the game either.
I love when that's a thing that people say, though. It's so funny.
Yeah, it's like I
What?
it's like I can't play against you because you're not doing the things I expect you to do.
Oh, wait, yeah, these guys
I
are a
played
problem.
I once I one time I played Smash Bros against the only competent person I've ever played Smash Bros with in like a non-free for all setting. And I am not good at that game, but what I did was I spammed moves and it worked.
That sounds about right.
Yeah, it was and he was just like I'm so I remember what he said, and he said something like, imagine winning by spamming useless, by spamming, like, by, like, mindlessly spamming moves." And I just replied and said, "Imagine losing to it."
Also, the
Yeah.
bow sucks so bad it's so funny. The bow hurts my soul. I hate people who can aim. It's just a way worse charger. That's
Well,
fun.
yeah, but it looks cool though,
Yeah, it looks really neat.
and then it does look cool. And if you disagree, then I'm going to ban you.
What if I
I'm
bought?
watching. I'm
What if I
watching
bought
the.
seeds?
I'm watching the chat with bated breath. That's such an awesome term that no one ever uses, because why would you ever use the term with bated breath?
Because it sounds kind of cool.
Yeah. It does sound cool. It does look cool, which is why it's so sad. It's sad to see it be such a bad weapon. Well, yeah, but is it bad in the Faust way where you can still kick people's asses if you're good at the game? It's really cool because I've seen like high level gameplay where Faust still beats like top tier characters. It's really awesome. Guilty Gear is a surprisingly balanced game.
That's good. I
Yeah.
always like that when games have like tier lists of things and the bottom one is like still viable.
hmm It's like that with it's like that with you don't care, but like it's like that with Xenoblade 3 too.
Oh yeah, I don't. Yeah,
Why is there just a random Hode spot?
because I missed.
You are awesome. Yeah.
I know. I'm pretty
But
good.
the thing it yeah. The thing with Xenoblade 3 is that all the classes are viable,
Wait, why? Okay.
which is not the case with Xenoblade 2 blades. Any weapon can be good if you're a competitive player, and you are, so why are you complaining?
Yeah, that's how video games function.
If you're good at the
I think the
game,
only time the only thing that I know of where it's still like a really bad decision is if you're Little Mac in Smash Bros.
oh, I love playing Little Mac because I'm bad at the game. See, what I do with Little Mac in Smash Bros. Ultimate is I pick a stage that doesn't have uh, a bottom blast zone.
Yeah, there you go.
Like it's
Problem solved.
completely flat.
It's that simple. Problem solved. Little Mac
It's a
is playable now.
completely flat stage. Walk-offs, not uh yeah, walk-offs, not like no ledges, nothing. It's just completely flat as far as the eye can see, and I can spam my moves in peace.
Yeah,
My
see,
sensitive,
that's like the only time that he works really.
yeah, exactly. Anyway, my sensitivity is so high that I can't use charger type weapons.
You
Well then,
could
how do
turn
you
it
know that
down.
well then, how do you know that the bow sucks?
Yeah, what?
Is it just like what? Like so Pac-Land? No, not Pac-Land. I mean Hazard Off. I play a little Mac in a contained box.
The only place where Little Mac can thrive.
Belongs.
He belongs in a box.
Have you ever seen that video that's ranking the Punch-Out characters
No.
via? Okay.
Well, that was the end of that, I guess.
You said no.
I it stopped so quickly. I wasn't prepared for that.
You said, what am I supposed to do? You said no.
I know it's just when people usually mention stuff like that, they're like, "Okay," and then they start explaining something else, so I get it a little bit. But you just stopped, and that's totally fine. It just caught me off guard.
I was expecting you to say, I was expecting you to say, tell me anyway, because there was a second half to that sentence.
Okay, then do that.
Okay. You want to know?
Sure.
We should make a poll for it in the chat of whether I finished the sentence.
Making this last about 20 times as long as it should.
Yeah, I know. Anyway, have you seen that Punch-Out video that ranks all the boxers based on? I was expecting you to say it again. Based on how many of the rules of boxing that they just completely disregard?
That sounds fantastic. I do
It's
want to hear
so
more.
good. It's really good because he had to make up entirely new infractions for the people who just straight up use magic.
Good old Punch Out. Essentially, it's because the complete charge slash one hit KO it does is 105 damage, but it can't get it unless all 3 arrows hit. The ink spread is trash. There's plants here now. I can't walk through here. And it's more than likely to not hit all 3 arrows. Well, just hit all 3 arrows. Just do it. Like, why would you not just hit all 3 arrows with the bow? That man walked
Yeah.
outside the moment I tried to go in. It doesn't even open yet, of course. I mean, it's a bow in a world of guns. It would make sense that it is not as strong.
I'd like to point out to you the paintbrush.
Yeah, but you start flinging that thing everywhere, how are people even going to know where to shoot? Can't even
That's
see
fair.
you.
That's fair. And there's like a sword, so it just shoots it just like cuts bullets in half, so.
Yeah. Sword counters gun. Its kit doesn't do it any
Like,
favors either. Well, it's going to have more kits. Just got to wait for the game to come out.
mhm,
Maybe there will be one that makes it completely overpowered and then you look like a
yeah.
goofball.
Like this the guy who did the video that I was talking about, he has like the most obnoxious voice ever. But it's very entertaining. He also did the video that ranked the TF2 characters, like the mercenaries, based on how many war crimes they've broken.
That sounds fun.
And then like says how long they'll be put away in prison for at the end of the video. I think someone got 600 years.
Do you remember who?
I think it was Pyro.
That would make sense.
But I
I,
remember
I,
him
I I
saying,
was I was trying to think about
remember,
who it would be, and then I remember that every single one of them is a terrible person.
yeah, I remember hearing about, what he says is like, there's no way in goddamn hell I'm going to look through every single action they can do in the game. Like, I'm not gonna go through the stages, I'm not gonna go through like, what they do in lore or canon or, like, the comics or anything. I'm just gonna look at their weapons and see if it breaks the rules. So keep in mind, those sentences are probably doubled
Oh
in like
boy. Yeah,
reality.
okay.
He just only ranked. He only took into consideration what was easy for him to rank.
Oh my gosh. These guys don't stand a chance.
Yeah. Wait, hold on. I'm gonna see if I can find this video.
Good point. I hope there's more kits at launch and not a few months after because the data mine of the demo only showed 1 kit per weapon. Well, yeah, because the demo is just a demo. There's not going to be 1 kit per weapon. That wouldn't make any sense. This is just so you can try out each weapon.
Yeah. Hold on a
If they
second.
put in too much variety, you'd just be able to play the whole game right now, and that would make much sense.
Mm-hmm. Hold on. Let's see.
Can I build a cool thing yet? No. I do not
All
have
right.
enough money still.
The mercenary. Can you guess who the mercenary with the least amount of war crimes is?
I'm gonna go with Scout.
No.
Dang it. Uh, Spy.
No.
Dang.
He is literally a spy.
I know. I thought, maybe.
No.
Uh. Dang. Uh.
Wait, someone's called me.
I
Someone has
cannot.
called.
No, the
Someone has.
suspense. I'll
Yeah.
never know. And every weapon was available to play, but again, good point. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Do we like the technical changes, like the surges and dodges? I didn't even play long enough to learn what the buttons to do those were. So that was fun. I definitely need to sell stuff so I can buy a coop tomorrow. Because I want to start actually having other things on my freaking farm. I'm interested in playing Splatoon more, though. I just didn't have interest in it today because if I wanted to practice the game, I would do it at a time where I get rewarded for practicing the game. And not at a time where it's just kind of nothing. I appreciate the Splatfest, though. It's cool. I like the respawn mechanic and how you can now go anywhere on any map. What, like the super jump? Hasn't that, like, always been a thing? Or is there something different about it that I was not aware of? Because I assumed it was just kind of the same that it was before. It's different, that'd be kind of neat. Aiden, you'd probably know. Is the super jump any different? Or is it
I'm
just the
back.
same?
I
Welcome
think it's the
back.
same.
Freaking mercenaries.
What about them?
Trying to think.
Think about what?
Which one would commit the least war crimes?
Why are you thinking about that?
Because you wanted me to.
What?
Stop! Stop it! I'm kind of surprised it's not Scout. Because he's just like a little goofy kid. None of these feel correct. None of the ones that are left feel right. I kind of just keep trying to think about which one might be the most sane still. What about heavy? Is it heavy?
It is heavy.
Okay.
Can you guess who the second least is?
Oh boy.
Keep
Is it
in
one
mind
I've is
this
it
is
one I've said?
no. Keep in mind it is based on their weapons and not their actions.
Yeah, that's why I was thinking heavy.
Mm-hmm.
He just has one that like shoots fire, so can't be that bad.
Yeah.
Um.
Scout actually has like several radioactive weapons, which is weird.
Oh yeah, that would make sense. Freaking. Is it sniper?
No.
Dang. Uh. Soldier.
No.
Okay.
By the way, Heavy got 120 years in prison.
Okay. That's the least.
Mm-hmm.
Medic?
No.
Engineer?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, he was not one that I was thinking because
I
it's
mean,
just be
yeah. It doesn't make
yeah,
sense. 160 years for him, by the way.
that's a little bit more.
All right. I'm not gonna make you guess these anymore. Spy is next.
Uh-huh.
And he has 200 years in prison. Um. Next is Soldier, and he has 280.
Oh boy.
Next is Demo, and he has 300.
I'm
And of
surprised
course,
the demo man's that low.
that's fair. Scout is 320 years, and he's next. Next is Sniper at 340. Next is Medic. Next is Medic with an insane jump to 500. And there's Pyro at number 1 at 700.
Oh my gosh. That's a couple. Sorry, it's in a match, but spawning is different because there's a down point on the map, but instead above it, you just choose where you launched out in a small area.
Yeah, that is how that works.
Plus, instead of your spawn point protecting you, there's now a grace period after you land. Oh, cool. Also go faster. That sounds neat. I didn't really play the other games much at all, so I wasn't aware of how they changed it.
I actually don't think I've played the other games almost at all.
Isn't Scout the biggest war criminal? There's like no chance that he is.
Yeah, he's like
He's probably one of the more sane ones out of everybody there.
mm-hmm. In the sense that a guy in a wheelchair is still gonna win a race against a guy with no legs.
Yeah. Everybody there is super... Everybody in that game is like super, super, super messed up.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh, I can get a chicken coop. It's been so long.
You've been a fan since Splatoon 1? Yeah.
I got Splatoon 1 pretty close to the end of its life cycle, and I also realized that my Wii U did not have very good internet connection at all. So, that game did not last very long.
I got Splatoon 2. And then refunded it because I didn't really like it all that much.
That's fair. Hat mouse. That sounds fun. Oh, cool, money. I like money. Splat 1 for the Nintendo Wii U. You're so right.
I'm really glad that money was what you got out of that letter.
Yeah. I'm a good son.
A mortgage.
A Morge only cares about his monetary possessions. Cares not for other people's emotions. Just how much money he has in his pocket. This is canon.
I really do think it is so awesome that Greg's first time chat was a mortgage.
Yeah. That's a classic moment in Wonderfish stream lore. Rhyme, how often do you think you water strawberries?
Usually every time we get them, because we have to rinse them off.
Yeah, that's fair. What do you water them with? Do you have like a watering can, or do you like put them in the bath?
Are those the only two options?
Yes. That's all you've got.
Did you just cut off my water supply?
Uh-huh. Good luck. It's like a saw puzzle. Will you water the strawberries with the watering can or the bathtub? I don't have an answer yet. This is important. If you don't do it in the next 5 minutes, your whole family dies.
That is such a long time.
I'm a very generous Jigsaw. I just want some nice strawberries.
Then why are you giving me the option to put him in the bath?
Well, you have to make the right choice. It's part of the test.
No, it's not. That's not how Saw works.
It's pretty much how it works if you think about it.
Have you seen a Saw movie?
It's a trick question. He never specified the watering can had water.
Yeah,
Everything's a trick question. There is no water involved. It's an empty bathtub and an empty watering can. Your family's dying.
That's a plot point in the Saw movies.
Oh, cool.
About how some of the
I have seen a Saw movie.
Oh, so you haven't?
Yeah.
That's
Why?
Honestly, they're not really for everyone.
Why is person not here?
The thing about the Jigsaw movies is the titular Jigsaw dies in the third one. There are 9 movies.
Oh boy.
It doesn't get bad because the way it works is, you know, like Jigsaw's creed, right? Like why he does everything he does.
Nope. I don't know like
Okay.
anything about it at all.
That's fair. Jigsaw's entire thing is, he exposes things for how they truly are,
Mm-hmm.
and like if you lie about something, he might be after you. If you I remember there was this one trap that was rather ingenious. I shouldn't say that about a serial killer, but the way it worked, it was like
That's
the
a fictional one. Who cares?
You're right.
We already know. We already know you like serial killers. You're a Faust main.
Mm-hmm.
Why?
Man who plays Bridget,
Yeah.
the assassin.
Yeah.
But this one wasn't even important to the story at all. It was just like the opening. It was like the opening scene for the 7th movie.
Mm-hmm.
But there were 3 people. Two men were on either side of like this really long plank of wood.
Mm-hmm.
And on each side was a buzzsaw.
Oh,
And
like in Saw.
Fuck off. But in the center, in the center of the thing was another buzzsaw. So
Okay.
There were like 3 buzzsaws, one on either end and one in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
And the plank could slide in either direction. So what he did was he placed the 2 men on either side of the plank, and so that they would have to push the plank in order to keep it away from them. But there was a woman that was above the third buzzsaw. So many different saws. But
Wonder why.
yeah, and she was being slowly lowered down onto it.
Mm-hmm.
And the reason why this particular trap was constructed is that the woman was seeing both of the men at the same time, and neither of them knew about it.
Ah.
So the entire contraption was built for the woman to convince both the men to keep fighting over her so that she would not die, when the entire point of the trap was for the 2 men to realize that the best scenario was to leave the plank of wood in the center and let her descend onto it.
Mm-hmm.
That's generally how jigsaw traps work. Some of them are like one and done things, and some of them are like one and done traps, and others are like complicated mazes that take you through your own struggles or force you to work as a group.
Mm-hmm.
That's generally like the 2 formats for Saw movies. Uh, in either it's a large group of people who need to work together in order to leave an area, or it's one person getting trap after trap thrown at them in order to make them realize, hey, I'm kind of a sucky person.
Fun.
Yeah,
I had like a rough idea of saw traps. My brain just doesn't like to work.
I get it.
Oh, sorry, I fell asleep. Ryan's explanation must have been so boring. Aiden, that's a pretty mean thing to say.
That's a ban.
I think that's what some people would call uncool.
Yeah. I bring this up because in the Saw movies, like, the point of a Saw trap is to open your eyes so that you see the truth. So, a lot of the people who end up surviving Saw traps, which admittedly are very few, end up going on to do the same thing to other people. Like, they continue his legacy in that way.
Oh, fun.
Because since their eyes have been opened, they agree with his ideals.
What great people.
Yeah. So even though Jigsaw dies in the third movie, the movies are still able to continue on as a series because, like, other characters take up the mantle.
Oh, I get it, like Jigsaw, because they're puzzle, ha 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 ha. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Why is the only person that I wanted to talk to today, just not at the place where she should be?
Who do you want to talk to?
I've never talked to this person before.
Have you met my mother? That's a reference.
I wonder how I did that. Truth? Persona 4? I don't even remember Rhyme saying, oh, it's like that the eyes were opened or what?
Yeah.
He must have
Eyes
said
were
truth
open.
like a single time. And that is all Aiden is able to process. He looks for the Persona reference and then it clicks.
Hayden's a Persona fan. He will take immense offense to that statement.
I wanted
Dude,
to buy a coupe today. Why
dude,
is she just talking to people? This
Why
sucks.
does she have a social life?
I don't get it. She runs a business. You're not supposed to have one of those.
You think Morris goes home to a loving family? No, he's a capitalist.
This sucks. Because now it's going to be so late it's not even going to be open. So the one day I wanted to go to the shop is like the one day that it's inaccessible. Which is just fantastic.
What's a persona? So you know the sun?
Persona. That's pretty funny. The Joker's here. Just like Persona. How am I missing the tree?
Oh no, Splatoon is almost over. I got a sploon. Alright, see ya, Breg.
Good luck splooning.
Yeah, there's like 20 minutes of Splatoon left.
Yeah, I remember thinking, man, I'm gonna have to stream earlier today so I can get Splatoon content.
And then you realize you didn't want to make Splatoon content.
Yeah. At least not yet.
Yeah.
Maybe if the game starts becoming gaming. I want to do Salmon Run. That was what I really liked about Splatoon 2, was the Salmon Run.
I never really cared for Salmon Run as a concept.
I just inherently like co-op multiplayer more than versus multiplayer.
That's fair.
Which is probably why I liked it so much. But yeah, I was a big fan of it.
That's fair. It just doesn't appeal to me.
Mm-hmm.
See, I'm a fan of single player.
Oh yeah, I like that more also.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, in Splatoon 1, I think the only thing I did was the story mode. That was mostly because I just didn't have the internet, though.
Mm-hmm.
And then Splatoon 2 was just story mode and Salmon Run.
I saw
I did
that
some regular
apparently.
battles, of course, but mostly just salmon run. I liked it the
I
most.
saw I saw a screenshot of a Splatfest that I didn't know existed in Splatoon 2. That was um
Is it the race
sweet.
war?
Yes.
Yeah. That was a
That
pretty
one
cool
is
thing for them to do.
really great. I saw a screenshot of like the conversation between Pearl and Marina, where not Pearl, Marina, who is an Octoling, which
Mm-hmm.
I was not aware of because I don't know anything about Splatoon.
Mm-hmm.
But Marina said like, Pearl, don't you think this is a bit like, I don't know, dangerous? And Pearl said, dangerous? How? And that's
How
where it
is
ended.
racism dangerous, Marina?
When Splat 3 wanted to do some salmon run on stream.
Potentially.
Well,
I don't want to play it if I suck at it, though. Because if I suck at it, then I probably won't have fun. I just want to gain some kind of semblance of ability to do anything.
I was trying to think of a game that you played that you sucked at, but then I couldn't think of any.
Yeah, I'm
Oh, Mario.
notoriously great at every video game I play.
Mario 64 was pretty cool.
To be fair, that was miserable. It's exactly what I want to avoid.
Yeah.
Don't worry, I'll carry you. How is that interesting? Guys, I'm gonna stream some Salmon Run with Aiden. Aiden is gonna do all the work, but you can only see stuff from my perspective. Wow,
Like,
that sounds so fun.
It might be worth like just streaming the solo campaign and then being done.
I don't know. We'll see.
That's also ideally what I would want to watch because
I really like the single player stuff in Splatoon.
yeah, it is really good. I do like because it's me. Aiden, I don't think I know of anyone who like explicitly would ever say it's me.
The flower dance has begun in the forest. Oh, great. I didn't
What?
want to buy a chicken coop today anyways. This game sucks. Oh my gosh. Why does it do this to me? My cat's just up there. But Aiden, you are aware that if you were carrying, you'd be on screen like 20% of the time.
That is not even a realistic number.
What do you think would be more realistic?
10 or 5.
Yeah, probably. More than likely, I'd not even really be looking at you.
Actually, no, because if you die, you get to see the perspective of your other teammates for a while.
No, you go into the little life ring. And then
What?
you... Oh, I can't buy a chicken coop today. I probably can't do
sorry.
anything today.
Sorry, I don't play Splatoon, so I have no idea what the fuck you're talking about.
Basically, when you die in Salmon Run,
You die in real life?
imagine like in Fortnite when you get knocked down.
Mhm.
You go into that state permanently until someone shoots you with ink and then you revive.
Oh.
That's essentially what it is.
Mhm.
Thought it said the flower dance had begun in the forest. Is this not considered the forest? Everywhere has trees. What is the forest? This doesn't make... Wait. Where is it?
Probably on like the beach.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. You're right. I'm gonna guess that it's across the bridge over here.
Totally just not looking for an excuse to be on stream at all. Aiden, don't worry. We are already aware that you're desperate to be on a Wonderfish stream again.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you don't have to hide it. We are aware. We know.
I
Wait, you can
wonder
go
if...
on like that minecart.
Oh, good. No one's here. Fantastic. Out of... Fantastic.
It's south of your house and bottom left of that screen.
Ah, yes.
Yeah.
The place with trees. Just like everywhere else that also has trees.
See, I was more so thinking the exact opposite point on the map from you.
I'm not gonna be able to get there from here. I mean, it pretty much is the exact opposite point on the map. Good to know that I went every wrong direction. Oh, pine cone in the garbage. Who threw that away? Why would you throw away a pine cone? Why teleported? I'm trapped. I'm trapped. I'm trapped. I'm trapped. Oh, this is terrifying. What in the world? Cool, what can I get at the shop? Rare crow. Collect them all.
Bro.
Put collectibles in my farming game. This is so fun and cool and exciting. Yeah, this is the life. Uh-huh. I'm having a blast. Frog season is really starting to pick up, is quite the statement. This guy's just eating. This guy's just eating everything. That's awesome.
His name is Shane.
Oh, I have to ask someone to be my dancing partner. Who do you think I should pick?
I don't know. I don't care about any of these characters.
Yeah, they're probably
Clint looks awesome.
Clint?
Clint.
That'd be cool. I'd be fine with that.
Wait, can you romance Morris?
Morris?
I don't think Morris is here.
Who the heck is Morris again?
Morris is the evil dude.
Oh, yeah. He's not even in this list. I don't think he stands a chance.
I thought I saw him.
No, he's definitely not here. He's just an antagonist. The antagonist of Stardew Valley. Hey, Clint, you want to dance? Wouldn't that be fun?
No.
I can't even... He's actually turned himself into a brick.
That's really funny. Oh, she looks blonde.
See, my thought was purple because I like that in a person.
Abigail with a name like that? No. You are...
She doesn't even want to.
Nice.
That's awesome.
Evelyn? Evelyn.
Wait. Hey, buddy.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Do you know who that is?
What?
Fuck, I don't know who that is. I don't know his name. It's the dude.
I think it was George.
No, it's the guy with the bell. You know who I'm talking about?
Nope.
The guy with the bell in the show.
Oh. Hector Salamanca.
Yeah, that's it.
Man sees one bald guy in a wheelchair. This guy's an eye patch. He should be my dance partner.
Marlon.
Nope.
Marlon and Marnie. Alex.
I'll just dance without anybody. I don't need to make friends here. That's not what I do.
Yeah.
Dancing is lame. I'm gonna dance.
I'm gonna look up Morris on the Stardew Wiki.
Like, I'm all alone in the top left corner. This sounds like a Mori music. Like a lot like a Mori music. Don't think you can dance with anyone until you romance someone, but don't take my word on that. It's been a while since I played. Oh, fun.
Yeah. I don't think you can either, but you know,
Then why do all these other people get the privilege of doing that without romancing someone?
because maybe they have met someone.
Pretty sure those people were single. I'm pretty sure it says. Let me find. Yeah, that guy was definitely one of the people dancing, and he is definitely not romancing anybody.
Mm-hmm.
Biased game. Oh. Animal products worth 20% more, crops worth 10% more. I don't know. I have a lot of animals. If only you can romance Pam. Why would you want to do that?
Uh,
Owned.
Wait a second, I just learned something awesome.
What?
There are 6 men you can romance and 6 women you can romance, and half the men you can romance, their names all start with like S.
The creator of this game has weird taste.
Yeah. Sam, Shane, and Sebastian.
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 See, I will probably just
I
not
really
do
would-
that. I was not romance anybody.
That's fair.
I'm too cool for that kind of stuff.
Really sucks that you can't romance Wizard.
Honestly, yeah, that'd be my choice.
Yeah. There is this guy named Dwarf. You can't romance him, but he does exist.
Just take one look at her, you'll see. I think I know what you're talking about, and I think that you're very immature for saying that.
Huh.
What?
I looked up a picture
Of dwarf?
of Pam.
Yeah?
What do you think this is? What do you think the issue with this is?
I think I'm really funny. Aiden, I'd
That
like
is
to
an issue.
respectfully disagree.
Yeah. I'd like to point out that Pam is, in fact, a square.
Imagine being a cube.
I don't have to.
You fool, I've already become cube. Stand no chance.
One time I was in the one time when I was like young and actually watched Twitch streams like a fucking idiot. You guys aren't idiots, by the way. You should give us money. But when I was young and an idiot and watched Twitch streams, I remember for some reason everyone in this one quite popular streamer's Twitch chat was talking about what kind of superpowers they wanted.
Mm-hmm.
And so I, in my infinite wisdom, decided to say the most important thing ever.
What?
I want to be a circle.
Honestly, yeah, how will you be stopped at that point?
Yeah. I bring this up because that ended up in the highlight video.
That's cool.
My actual romance choice is Lee.
I believe that's pronounced Lie, but, you know, good try.
Nope. Lee. It's like, do you know like what the color green is?
Nope.
Okay, do you know what the color orange is?
Bit iffy. I require parsnip for potion making.
Do you know what? Do you know what? Do you know what? Do you know what the color red is?
I think so, yeah. I think I can do that one.
Sometimes that's the color of like a leaf, but only in under very specific circumstances. Like the tree has to have grown up without a father.
Okay,
So
that makes sense.
So
Fill it with
do you know
rage,
how the-
naturally.
Yes, precisely. But
I didn't bring water
do you know how-
stone!
do you know what? Do you know how to spell the word leaf?
L.
All right, are you gonna? There's that.
I'm
You're off
done.
to a good start.
Period.
Anything else?
I'm abbreviating it.
your abbreviate. Well, what is it without the
I think
abbreviation?
there's a spaghetti emoji in there. I'm so funny. Just crack myself up.
Mario. Mario.
Remember that one time Mario said I'm so funny?
Remember that one time that Mario said I'm cracked?
And then he exploded.
He did, yeah. It's canon. Hold on, let me look at all the women in this game.
Hold on, let me look at all the women.
Emily looks surprisingly middle-aged for the fact that she's a romanceable character. Hold on, what's her canonical
I
age?
could make a
Because
barn.
it is not... Because, like, I want to know what her canonical age is, because she is not in her 20s. It doesn't say. Dang. Alright, what's Haley look like? Oh, you look insufferable. Maru. You look insufferable, but in the exact opposite way. Penny. Penny and Lee are the same character.
That sounds
It's
fun.
the same design. It is the same design. They have different hair. Was there another one that I just X'd out of for no reason?
I remember when Mario did crack. That did happen,
No.
yeah.
Wait, I guess I X'd out of... I actually never saw Penny. No, wait, Penny, I did see Penny. Abigail. Abigail looks like a tree. But
sounds
like,
fun.
not in a good way.
Imagine calling someone a tree and it's a compliment. You look like a tree. Oh, thank you.
Abigail looks like a tree, and her hair is the Earth element from Legend of Zelda: The Minish Cap.
That'd be a cool existence to have.
Imagine existing as a Legend of Zelda reference.
That's what Link thinks every day.
Dude, I am a reference to the princess. He says while in... You wanna know what's fucked up?
What? It
In half
took
of
a
the
dark turn.
in half of the incarnations of, like, The Legend of Zelda, for some reason, Zelda and Link are just, like, best pals, despite the fact that Link is in, like, poverty.
Oh yeah,
Like,
poor guy.
in the Minish Cap, her, like, they're just established to be childhood friends, when, like, that just isn't how that would work in any sense of the word. Like, she talks about, like, going to, oh my god, we're gonna go to the market together today, and it's like, no, you're not without 15 guards.
Zelda is incapable of being an actual rich child.
Yeah. You're starting to feel exhausted.
Like this granola bar. Take that, energy.
What trees have purple hair? I'm referring to, like, I don't know, like vines. You know what I mean? Purple vines. Have you ever seen a purple vine before?
Probably.
Yeah. Also, I did specifically say that her hair looked like the earth element from Minish Cap, so fuck you. Splatoon is over. Good for you. I'm happy.
Who won?
Don't know. We will not know until tomorrow.
Oh,
That's not
that
how
makes sense.
that's how it
I
works.
never did an actual Splatfest out of the time that I played
Neither
Splatoon, so...
neither did I, but I watched enough YouTubers that did that I learned. Here is the thing. Castle Hyrule is a super small town. Zelda and Link are the only humans their age you can see. Simply no other fish in the sea. Well, I understand that, but, like,
They
how did
aren't
they
even
meet?
fish.
That is not always true. Um, but, how did they meet? How did Link and Zelda meet in such a way that Zelda would say, I want to continue seeing you. Would you like to come over to my house and play Super Smash Brothers? Like, when did that happen?
Every
Or
single
did, like,
time.
Or did like Zelda say, "I want a friend," so the guards abducted Link and inducted him?
Can't wait for a Zelda game where Link and Zelda are Zoras.
That happened. That happened like half of that happened once.
What, the half where Link is a Zora?
Yes.
Yeah,
That was
I
that
think
was
people
a plot
probably know
point.
that.
That was a plot point in the titular game, Majora's Mask.
Yeah, that's the one.
You should not have laughed at that.
I didn't want to.
Yeah,
I want to
I
make.
didn't want. I didn't want to.
It brought me great pain.
I grew up on the itty bitty in an itty bitty town. They're probably met buying hammers and. Why would Zelda buy hammers?
To beat people with.
This is why Spirit Tracks is the best incarnation of these characters. I agree.
The one where
Brega's
Link is a
officially
train.
yes, and where Zelda is dead.
Link is a train and he ran over Zelda.
Wait, do you know the premise of Legend of Zelda Spirit Tracks?
I don't.
That's fair because no one talks about that game, which is a
Yeah.
crime. But in Legend of Zelda Spirit Tracks, the premise is that Link and Zelda, well, like Zelda has this pretty cool chancellor named Cole, who wears like two little itty bitty top hats in the perfect formation that it would cover double horns.
Mm-hmm.
And then he
That's
takes
fun.
off his hat and then he takes off his itty bitty hats, and would you know it, he has horns. Turns out he is a demon who requires someone's body in order to awaken his ancient master, Malladus. And so he expunges Zelda's spirit from her body and plans to use her body to revive his Dark Lord. And
That's
so
so cool.
You know how some Zelda games have like companions that follow Link around?
Mm-hmm.
In Spirit Tracks, it's just it is just Zelda. It's Zelda's like disembodied spirit.
Why? I need to buy things. Just walk over here, please. This sucks.
Tetra is better than Zelda. Yeah, fuck you. You haven't even played Wind Waker.
What else are you
That's
gonna
not.
do?
I don't even know that for sure. I'm just gonna tell him he hasn't played it.
What else are you gonna do in a freaking castle? You'd be so bored. I want to get to know anyone my age out of desperation and loneliness. Wilson was way out of Tom Hanks' league, but no other volleyballs.
Wilson was out of his league. You're not.
Can we need a spin-off movie about Wilson. I want to see his full story.
How did the volleyball get there?
How did he get there? Volleyballs don't just spawn on islands. How did he get there?
Also, Mr. or Mrs. Sparkles. Here's the funny thing. Zelda has like
Made lots of friends with volleyballs in the past.
The ship driver in Phantom Hourglass is a great character. I forgot his name. Aiden, I like you again. His name is Lienbeck, but spelled right. It's Linebeck. Linebeck is one of my favorite characters of the entire Zelda series. Can you tell I'm a Zelda fan yet?
Yeah.
I love Linebeck.
I remember watching Chugga Conroy's Let's Play of Phantom Hourglass. I was a fan.
Oh my god, did you finish it?
Yeah, I did. It was a while ago though, so I don't remember a ton.
That's fair. I love how Linebeck is the final boss. Because he, like Zelda, also gets possessed by a demon, because everyone in that series is a fucking dumbass.
Hey, look, a demon, I should get possessed by them. Yes, this sounds like
Yeah.
a good idea. I think I shall do that.
Line black, exclamation point, exclamation point, exclamation point. I love his design and writing. He's so cool. Linebeck is legitimately one of my favorite. He's just awesome. If you the if you can play Phantom Hourglass and dislike Linebeck, then you don't deserve to be my friend
Alive.
anymore. Well, I'm not gonna kill someone.
Well, I'm not saying
That's
we would.
something.
I'm saying it'd be
Well,
natural
okay.
causes. It triggers a gene dormant in the human body that kills you instantly.
That I can unlock. Linebeck's descendant returns into Spirit Tracks where he looks exactly the same.
I
Yeah,
did
I
the
know.
freaking thing
I
again. Just cut down
I
a bean plant.
see the you don't deserve to be alive, Beck.
I'm pretty sure that's the scientific name for it, yeah.
Wonder, you know that comment I left on Twitter to Pickering's tweet where I said that the only tangible storyline of like several games in the Zelda franchise I played in the opposite order?
Yeah,
Like it's those games. It's Wind Waker, Spirit Tracks, and Phantom Hourglass.
that's so cool.
Spirit Tracks is the last one in the series, and I played that one first. Then Phantom Hourglass is second. I played that one second. Then Wind Waker was first, and I played that one last. I bring this up because I saw Linebeck in the first. It's Linebeck the third in Phantom Hourglass. And so I saw Linebeck the third, and I thought, wow, this is a nothing character. And then I played Phantom Hourglass, and I had a realization.
It all makes sense now.
It's great because in Spirit Tracks, what he does is he's the guy who you sell your treasure to. Who you somehow just don't meet until like two-fifths of the way through the game.
What?
Yeah. Takes a while. Anyway, my mother's calling me, so I'll be right back.
Okay. Man, I love watering beans. How do you guys feel about watering beans? This is what I do when I don't know what to say, by the way. I talk about whatever I'm watering, and at that moment it was beans. Any beaners? Any beanists? Los frijoles. Oh, yes. The beans. I think beans are pretty funny. Oh, cool. It just looked like I pulled water out of the ground instead of the watering hole. You love to see it. My favorite game about beans is Mario & Luigi Superstar Saga. That's true. Those games do have lots of beans in them. I think it would be cool to say that a core mechanic of your game was beans. That just sounds like a really funny thing to be able to do. Big fan of beans. Oh yeah, I got the copper ready so I can upgrade my pickaxe. I did a bunch of stuff that I just wasn't talking about, so that's cool. Run an ad. Good decision. Now I don't have to worry about talking. Thank goodness. You're the best, Aiden. Freaking... Oh, you don't need to have an awkward convo. Thank you. I don't know what to do when Rhyme goes away. I can talk. I can talk when I'm prepared to be by myself. But when I'm not prepared to be by myself, I don't know what to do. I just get put by myself on the spot. It throws me off. I didn't mean to sort through your trash. I'm sorry, Lewis. See if that's your name, I don't remember. Man, I'm such a great person. Don't remember anybody's names here. Wait, can you upgrade copper trash can? When trashing an item, you reclaim 15% of the value. Wild. The pickaxe takes a couple of days? And if I... Oh my gosh, and if that's going, I can't do the geodes. Oh. I forgot this is a farming game. Farming games do not have quality of life. Yikes. Dang it. Shoot. Well, we've made a whoopsies. Skater boy? You love to see it. Rhyme, come back. Please, Rhyme. I need you desperately. I forgot how to stream. Of course I don't have quality of life. Farmers don't have good lives. Yeah, it's accurate. It just makes gaming hard. And now I just don't have a pickaxe, so I can't even mine anything. Hashtag Beans life. I wish that my only worry in the world was the quality of my beans. That would make this a good farming game. All I had to worry about was my beans and how happy they were. I think I'd be a happy man. Unfortunately, it's just not that easy. Oh, I was like, who is still hacking away at wood? It is her. I forgot her name again. Her name is under construction. Interesting. I guess I didn't fix that part of the game yet. Sure, we can play these here. Man, my farm is never even, and that is something I would never do when I was playing by myself, but I guess it's something I do now. Don't know why it's the case, but it is. Oh wow, this is horrendous. That is Nickel? Are you saying that's her name? Saying her name is Nickel? That'd be an interesting one. Okay, now I have to check. What is her freaking name? Robin! Robin. Her name is Robin. Like the Batman. That's right, that's right. I have no fertilizer. How do you make fertilizer again? Sap. That is right. Good enough. Oh. Wait, why? Don't worry, I'm great at names. Would you like one? Sure, Breg. Give me a name. First name Nickel, last name Dime. Man, your parents would have to hate you. I always like the idea of A parent purposely giving their child a terrible name. It's just so funny to me. And that is everything that I could think of for that topic, unfortunately. Man, I'm so good at talking today. This is incredible. Maybe if I fill the void with more about how bad I am at talking, it'll make it go by faster and Ryan will come back sooner.
I don't think that'll work, actually.
Thank goodness.
I've been here for like a couple minutes.
This is the worst. Why do you make me suffer?
Your name is K Onion.
I like that. I like that name. You did a really good job, Greg. You are good at names. You weren't kidding.
You know how Joe is like word?
Yeah.
He told me about the plant species that he made. That's in like a you know what I'm talking. You read his first draft, right?
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
I remember the animals.
Like
I don't
the
know
one
if I remember
that
the
was
plants.
the one that was like an extremely clear allegory.
I don't remember.
The Amazonians.
Oh yeah, okay.
He told me about them, and then I just said that's a little bit too on the nose. And so I just gave him a different name that he could use that is still the allegory, but isn't as much beat you over the head about it.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, oh, that is a better idea.
Yeah, that's one thing that he was talking about with me when it came to his book. It's that, you know, sometimes he was just not the best at it, and I can understand that. That is something that I would be very hit or miss on.
Mm-hmm. I'm really good at making up bullshit words for no reason.
See, I'm really good at making up random words like that, but not ones that are useful.
Mm-hmm. See, I told him to change it to Premians.
Yeah, I like that. Basically, I'm just good at saying nonsense, is what I was trying to say.
Oh yeah, I'm also really good at that.
Those beans are worth nothing. Beans suck. What the heck?
Aiden says change your Twitter name to that. Demetrius. What a fucking man that is.
Yeah.
His nose takes up a third of the width of his face.
Mushrooms or fruit bats? What do you think is more interesting?
Bats.
I agree.
Is that if it's interesting, then is that even a question?
I don't know. There was one time where I was in a public speaking class and someone gave a speech on mushrooms.
I think mushrooms are pretty interesting, but like I want to see bats flying around here.
I wish I could have seen bats flying around during her speech. That'd have been more interesting than the mushrooms. Just release bats in your room for the Zoom call. Start screaming over the screeching that happens.
Mushrooms is the better choice. Too late.
Ooh yeah, baby. That's what I was farming for. That's what it's all about.
That's what it's all about. Hello,
Ooh
Swappy.
yeah, hello Swappy. Ooh yeah,
Hello,
echo.
Swappy.
You think there's an echo in here?
Do you think there's an echo in here?
Whoa!
Wow.
Wow, what even? I'm missing the beans.
This is what Stardew Valley does to someone.
Heck yeah. Insanity. Give me a weapon to try. Gun.
I think you should not use a gun. You should use a stick.
Do the, Luna Blaster. Just because I think that gun looks funny.
A lot of people don't like that gun because I heard it was like broken in Splatoon 1.
I don't remember what gun was broken in which game.
I don't know anything about those games. I don't know what's broken and what's not. I just know that I just
Bet.
know that
Wait, what do you mean bet?
roller.
I just told you to use the Luna Blaster. What are we
I think
betting?
he. I think he's still on the latency, so that he's saw I don't fucking know. I think he just heard the word gun or heard the word
Gun
stick, and that's
bet.
range blaster was broken in one. Okay,
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
good.
and then it was like terrible in two.
Oh, Wonder, did you know? Styx is trying to indoctrinate me into Splatoon. It's not working, but he's trying his best.
I
So
can tell.
yeah, whenever I go over to his place, sometimes I'll play Splatoon 2 single player,
Mm-hmm.
and by that I mean Octo expansion.
Uh-huh.
As someone who doesn't play the games, I play Octo expansion, and I'm surprisingly not terrible at it,
I'm impressed
which is
because
I know.
I never played Octo Expansion, but I definitely know that those missions are famous for not being easy.
Yeah. Like I think at one point he told me that something was going. He wait. I think what happened was he told me that there was this one mission that was insanely hard, and then I beat it on my first try. Oh, wait, there were two like that.
Can only remember using one weapon ever. In Splatoon
I
2, I
100%.
know that for the short time that I played, I used the Slosher a lot.
I 100% at Octo. I'm going to like if I go over to his place often enough, I'm just gonna 100% that because like why else? Why wouldn't I?
Cookies in the
But
garbage.
yeah. But I did. Do you know the you know the ones that you have to carve the boxes? The missions?
Yes, I do.
I beat the first one of those on my first try. And like it wasn't hard.
You just have to not miss. You just have
Yeah.
to not suck.
Girl Power Station was bullshit. Oh yeah, I actually happened to cross that one, and then I picked a different level. Wonder, do you know what Girl Power Station is?
No.
In
But I
Octo
do
Expansion?
remember Xenoblade 2 Girl
Imagine
Power, and that wasn't the
shut up.
best.
Shut up. Anyway, I can't believe they
Broken him.
legitimately I can't believe they made a Blade quest out of here is 13 checks for the same exact stat.
Do you have every rare blade?
Do you have and it's not even interesting. You get cutscenes that get progressively more uncomfortable to watch. That is your reward. Anyway,
It's awesome.
what I'm referring to is in Girl Power Station, do you know how like the CPUs for the Octarians, not Octarians, like the actual Octoline enemies,
Mm-hmm.
like they can be pretty hard to deal with.
Yeah,
Imagine that bumped up to 11 and you face 8 of them at once.
that sounds fair.
Yep.
That sounds awesome.
See, I happened to cross that station and then I just picked a different level instead.
That's fair.
Yeah. Octo is great because they give you erasers for completing levels. Yeah, they give you mem cakes.
I love the name of those so much.
They're awesome.
Oh my gosh, that one guy who wanted the Joja Cola, I have two of them right here. I could have just given him one of them. I'm so stupid. I can't believe this. Oh my gosh. I have one chest full of stuff. That's it. And it is in there.
Something something that I'm not liking about Splatoon 3 is you know how Off the Hook was like full of personality and life and you like really enjoyed every single interaction they had?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not getting that at all with the new ones.
Yeah,
Like
I've seen them once, but I really liked Off the Hook.
yeah, like Pearl and Marina, I genuinely can't like I didn't play Splatoon 1, so I'm not sure about Squid Sisters and like how good they were.
People thought that Off the Hook was a downgrade from them.
Really?
Yeah. I think that
Huh.
people still generally like the Squid Sisters more, but I could be wrong.
That's fair because like
I didn't really see much
I
of the interactions with either of them, so I don't know.
from what I can tell, they were really good.
Hmm.
But I did like when I was seeing Splatoon from my fucking like fogged up window. I remember really like it was around the time Splatoon 2 came out, so I really liked Pearl and Marina. I'm really just like not getting any of that at all with these new guys. I don't even remember what their team name is.
I think having three of them is a potential downside.
Yeah.
They don't really get much. Those characters on their own don't really get much chance to do much.
Hmm.
So when you throw in another one, it kind of takes away some of the
Yeah.
interactions. But
That's
also,
why a lot of that's
people
why a
really
lot of
liked
people really
Off the
go
Hook
ahead.
after the Octo expansion. So maybe the expansion
Yes,
for this
exactly.
game will fix some of the
That's what
issues.
I'm that's what I'm assuming. I'm assuming that they're just not gonna really do much and they're just gonna exist. And there's gonna be DLC for this game and they're gonna be real people.
Mm, kind of agree since I couldn't tell you what any of the three's personality is. Even Big Man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, I
yeah.
really and I can't stress enough how much I adore Shiver's design.
Shiver looks
But
really cool.
I know they're the best. But like
I don't know about Fry though.
I don't like Fry all that much. Like she's not bad, but I
People are
think DLC
saying
will.
that. Yeah.
I was reading chat,
Oh.
so like
Uh.
Aiden can wait.
Okay. I remember when Splatoon 2 came out, everybody was talking about how big Pearl's forehead was, and it's like really not. People just see
Yeah.
like a character without bangs and start crying.
Hmm.
But like Fry, like why is her head so large? It like actually is large. It makes it look weird. There's just white space, but it's on her entire face. I don't get it. It makes her look
Oh
really
my
weird.
god, you could be like a rapper,
Yeah, I know. I'm pretty rhyming.
dude.
Is my cat poking the beans?
I think I have to give you my name. I think the DLC will be off the hook again. I think Deep Cut will be in the main story. I don't agree because I think the thing about it was they were very what is it?
Well, in the first game, it was all uh, Squid Sisters, which makes sense. And then in
Was it?
yeah,
Oh, I didn't know about that. I thought it was just like three like not related characters.
I don't think so. Oh no, it was
It was Captain
yeah, it was
Cuttlefish and
Captain
like
Cuttlefish.
two. Yeah, it was Cuttlefish and like Agents 1 and 2 who like were barely present.
But that's
And
Callie and
then
Marie.
were they?
Yeah,
I don't remember that. I thought they
I'm
were like
pretty
different.
sure they are.
I don't think so.
I'm pretty sure it's them.
I don't think so. Aiden, 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 Aiden,
But
Aiden, Aiden, that's your cue. Correct us. Tell us that we're wrong. Aiden,
both of you are wrong. Splatoon
Agents
1
1
didn't
and
have a story.
fuck.
Dang it.
But and yeah, I was about to say Xenoblade. In Xenoblade 2 it was Squid Sisters, and then Off the Hook didn't join until the DLC. So if they're like following the theme, then it'll be Wonders right. I am going to snap your finger. Jazz.
That'll show them. Yeah, I was pretty sure that it was like Callie Marie and Captain Cuttlefish.
But I don't think they were Agents 1 and 2. I thought they were unrelated.
No, they were Agents 1 and 2. It was like
I don't.
I'm pretty sure what it was is it was supposed to be like you didn't know that it was them, but they also made it really obvious that it was them. Like
Oh,
you
that would make sense because
yeah.
I watched like a YouTube playthrough of the game that was only the story mode, so I didn't even know that Kelly and Marie existed until the second game.
That would make sense then, yeah. I wonder if they'll show up again for 3, or if it'll be off the hook
They'd,
this time.
they'd better. I love Kelly.
Oh wait, they were in a trailer. I'm dumb. They have.
Were they?
They've been confirmed. Yes, they were in like the first
Were
trailer
they?
for the game. Yeah, they
Who?
definitely were.
Who?
The calamari.
Was that like the fucking ball game?
Super Monkey Ball?
Yeah, but like they grow and get big and then destroy world.
Calamari Tomasi.
Yeah.
That's my favorite Splatoon lore.
That's it wasn't global warming that destroyed the world, it was Katamari Damacy.
You're so right.
They only come
It just
on for
makes
the third
sense.
world onward or maybe fourth. Wait, Brig. So like they weren't Agents 1 and 2? Wait, cause like weren't they Agents 4 and 5?
No, because you were Agent 3.
Yeah, exactly. So they were Agents 4 and 5.
So they were Agents 1 and 2 because they were there first.
I didn't think they were there for but
They
I
were
remember
recruited after you.
I remember specifically that in the final boss you free Agents 1, 2, and Mr. Fish. Eh,
Me? Whoa!
that wasn't even intentional. They are 1 and 2? Okay, go to hell. There isn't an Agent 5? Isn't the Splatoon 2 protagonist Agent 4? Or 6 or 7? I mean, well, Pearl and Marina are obviously, like, somewhere in there.
Agent Pearl and Agent Marina. They just
Dude,
went super
did you
creative
know
with them.
did you know there's a reference in those names?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, the name Pearl is a reference to...
Squid.
Yeah, and like, the name Marina is a reference...
Boat.
It's... Pearl and Marina are unrelated, they're not agents. So why the fuck... I haven't read any dialogue in Octo Expansion. So why are they there then? What happened?
Octo Expansion is its own thing.
What Captain Cuttlefish is there? And he names you Agent 8.
And?
Do you think the agents are just like a clubhouse, like a treehouse club that accidentally got involved in the Octarian War?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely. Why do places open up at 9? Like,
Why are you 9?
I didn't want to be.
You know what else starts at 9? Wonderfish streams.
Not quite, but good try.
They are not agents. It's called Agent 8 because their assigned name was 10,008. Well, I'm aware of that. I
Then
just
why
thought it was
aren't
a
they Agent
coincidence.
10,000? Come on, guys. Stop making stuff up. I want to be Agent 3 trillion. It'll be like codename Kids Next Door.
I remember that show.
That was a show that I did not watch very much, but when I was sick, I would like the episodes that they'd rerun on TV.
I agree. It's kind of how I experienced that show too.
Yeah, Cartoon Network would always like rerun their old shows during the day when no one would watch them. Except sick
That
kids.
makes sense.
I
Except
always
what?
remember there'd be like one specific episode of What's New Scooby-Doo that would air. It felt like it would always be this mini golf one that would air every single day.
That's like what happened with Jimmy Neutron because I only ever saw the one about the sentient pants.
I swear that like cartoon stations would just do that, where they would just air like the same episode instead of multiple.
Yeah. Pearl and
Like,
Marina received a distress signal from Captain Cuttlefish, and that's why they are relevant. It's
I like
that
how he said
lazy.
I like how he said Captain Crunch.
Didn't even realize that.
But I remember that Disney XD would always air, like, specifically the dinosaur episode of Gravity Falls or the manliness one. It was always those two. Two that I, like, really don't even like that much, so that was always just fantastic.
It's great because every single time a show decides to rerun and like the channel decides to rerun a show or like I can't speak. Rerun a
You're
specific
giving it a good
episode.
try.
Yeah. Tries to rerun a specific episode. It's always one that I don't like.
Yeah.
Like I watched the Disney sitcoms that they did.
Mm-hmm.
And there was this one called Kickin' It where it was just like a karate club. I
I remember
remember there
that
was
one existing, and that is about it.
yeah. I remember they did like I don't remember what the episode is about, but I remember seeing it 500 times and thinking, can I just watch the damn show?
See, when I think of reruns, I mostly just think of SpongeBob, but I've probably seen every episode of that show like 10 times, so I couldn't even tell you which one I remember seeing the most.
I don't think I've like ever watched SpongeBob.
Well, as a kid, my options were either, uh, you got Cartoon Network, Disney Channel, Nickelodeon, and that's like it.
Mm-hmm.
So, uh, for when...
Hi, Indigo.
Oh, hello, Indigo. Oh, what was I saying?
Fuck.
So when you had those three channels, and those are your only options. When there's
Yeah.
something you don't want to watch on Cartoon Network or Disney Channel, you then go to Nickelodeon, and Nickelodeon was almost always SpongeBob.
Yeah. We are explaining Splatoon Lord of Rhyme. I think we're significantly past that conversation.
Yeah, we're talking about cartoon reruns now.
Yeah. I remember I never got into Scooby-Doo, but I did watch Mystery Incorporated. I watched like half of it.
See, I wanted to watch that show, but when it was airing, like, I remember watching it pretty early on, and it was, like, scary to me. I was in, like,
Mm-hmm.
second grade, and it was terrifying. I remember watching an episode, and it, like, gave me nightmares.
That's fair. What ended up what happened to me was I watched I never like recognized when shows were airing ever, so like I just kind of watched things when they were on.
Mm-hmm.
So when I was watching Mystery Incorporated, I just got sporadic episodes from seasons 1 and 2.
Oh, fun.
But one that's always stuck out to me from season 2 was apparently the Mystery Gang at some point in that series broke up. And
It sounds like it would be the series
like
to do that.
yeah, it was later in the series, or not later in the series, but there was like a slight time skip, I think, and they're trying to get back together,
Mm-hmm.
or like Fred's trying to get everyone back together.
Yeah, okay, yeah,
But
that sounds right.
Fred doesn't like recognize that some people want to move on and be done, and so he does this thing where he does his thing where he's like obsessed with like a trap, and he's just like going through like his plan, and it's dependent on all the gang being there, and like most of the gang's there, but Daphne isn't. And like
Dang.
he's going through his plan to everyone, and he's like saying and like Daphne's one of the most integral parts of the trap. And people are just telling him, Daphne's not going to be here. This isn't going to work. And Fred says, no, she'll be there. I know it. She's going to be there. Trust me. And then it finally gets to that point, and Daphne just doesn't show up. And it like, Fred cannot physically understand what's going on. Like, no. Like, it was always like this. She always showed up. She was always a part of our plans. Why isn't she here?
Shaggy also got together with Velma. I remember that part about that show.
I think they broke up because Velma was a lesbian in that show.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it was great.
Unfortunate
She,
for Shaggy, but cool.
I don't think Shaggy ultimately cared.
That sounds about right. Just goes back to eating entire sandwiches in one bite.
Yeah.
No care in the world.
Indigo says depression. Why? Why?
Indigo relates to Shaggy on a spiritual level, so seeing
Eating
him get
sandwich.
rejected.
I was like thinking, what is like? Do you have was like Velma your childhood crush or something? I was about to bite into him for
Shaggy's a
like,
weed addict. Aiden's like,
yeah.
run an ad, get these people to stop talking.
I wake up to this conversation. No, but I was thinking like, what is Velma his childhood crush? And I was about to tear into him for the fact that every single other character in the show was a way better option.
Oh, maybe don't say that.
Well, exceptions.
Scrappy Doo.
And not one of them. He had a robot. He had like a human robot mech in the movie.
Sounds about right. Scooby-Doo lore. Scooby-Doo
Oh
is
my
like
God.
crazy.
Yeah.
It really is not a franchise that should be able to keep going.
Yes.
I don't think there's ever been like a Scooby-Doo franchise that I've been genuinely interested in. I think every single time that
remember-
one pops up, I would just turn it on for white noise as a kid.
It's fair.
It's like, hey, look, that's a show I can watch.
Shaggy with the red shirt. I forgot about that.
Oh yeah,
But
that
the
did
thing
happen.
the thing that stuck out to me about Scooby-Doo is like this is gonna be a dead giveaway of where this conversation's going the first like as soon as you hear it. But did you ever watch the show Supernatural?
No.
Oh, well, there is this one episode. Well, you know, there's fucking insane magic stuff going on in that show because of course there is.
It's called Supernatural, I'd imagine.
Yeah. And at one point they get transferred into the the cartoon universe of Scooby-Doo, like the main characters do. And I remember it's really funny because they go in and there's like a real monster in the show. And they like you get to see the gang, like the mystery gang's reactions to seeing a real monster, and they just said like the main characters of Supernatural are saying like, "What you do this all the time? Like this should be like a normal occurrence for you guys at this point." And Fred just says, "Yeah, we do this all the time." And normally they're like billionaires that just are fucking have way too much time on their hands. They're not real damn monsters. So Supernatural indirectly gave the entire cast of Scooby-Doo PTSD.
I love when
It was
Shaggy has post-traumatic stress disorder.
Scooby-Dooby yikes.
Scooby-Doo zoinks.
Row.
Raggy, I have PTSD.
What? I want to see like an actual person get impaled right in front of the gang, and Scooby's reaction is Rut-row.
Like zoinks.
Like zoinks, dude.
Like zoinks, Scoob, we gotta get out of here. They need to add Scrappy to Multiversus. I hope that his hitbox is just minuscule.
I hope he has 1 pixel for his hitbox.
I hope that he's as obnoxious in the show
his
as he is obnoxious in the game as he is in the show.
Remember the episode where everyone goes inside the internet? I
Yeah,
don't remember that.
I do.
I remember,
They would air that on Cartoon Network
don't.
all the time. That was another thing
I
I'd watch
don't.
when I was sick.
I remember there was like a stay-at-home movie where they went into video games.
That's maybe that's the same one. Isn't that
Maybe.
the Pixar movie? That's you're thinking of Wreck-It Ralph 2, and that's Disney, but close.
I think
Also,
they're
no one
actually
liked
talking
that
about-
movie, so
I think they're talking about Inside Out.
I don't think they go on the internet Inside Out.
I think they do. I
Finally,
think
the
you're
the
wrong.
inside of a teenager's brain, the internet.
YouTube.
Might as well be the internet.
Yeah.
Yeah, it really be like
The
that though.
inside of the inside of my brain is reruns of Wonderfish videos.
Oh, maybe it's Soul. Maybe they're thinking of Soul.
I was actually talking about Tom and Jerry.
Tom and Jerry was crazy. Oh, it's summer now.
I really liked Tom and Jerry, and I really liked the original Looney Tunes.
Are all my crops dead? Oh yeah, that's not good.
I remember I remember
That's really
like
bad.
I really disliked the Looney Tunes show when it came out, like the one that was really unprecedentedly good for its time.
Yeah.
I remember I disliked it when it came out because, and I quote, "What the fuck? This has a plot."
I remember disliking a lot of shows that were actually really good as a child.
Yeah. Like like give us an example.
Like when Adventure Time first came out, I was like, this show is dumb.
Oh.
And then I like actually watched it and I was like, okay, this is really good.
I remember like
Or like,
not,
I watched
I
Steven
remember,
Universe at first and I was like, wow, this is dumb. And then I watched it and I was like, okay, this is actually really good. And I think it's
and then
bad.
it got yeah.
This is
I remember watching
this is horrible. Oh no.
I remember watching Steven Universe and thinking, wow, this is pretty cool. And then I kept watching Steven Universe and I couldn't do it anymore.
Why were you thinking of the plot when watching cartoons? Indigo, were you a brainless child?
Indigo, have you
I
ever
liked
seen
Avatar as a kid. I liked the plot of Avatar.
I also remember really liking Avatar, but I remember getting into Avatar when it was ending.
I
So
think by the time it might have been over by the time I watched it.
Yeah.
Steven Universe looks like a preteen's idea of a good plot. Well, the problem with Steven Universe is the entire first season is like slice of life, uninteresting bits, but some of them are also important for the plot for some reason. And then season 2
Did you know that
is like
did you
the
know
entire
that
peak of the
Mark-
show. And then
Yeah,
after
and
that
then
it
it
starts
goes on
getting
for-
bad.
Doesn't it go on for 3 more seasons after that?
I don't remember. I kind of lost track by the end.
Yeah, I don't remember it being
But eventually,
broken out
it
into
feels like
seasons
the
a lot.
gems stop using their weapons, and around the time that that starts happening is when the show stops getting good.
Yeah.
I think I remember the
I'm not-
last episode that I was like enjoying was when Steven and Amethyst fused, because that was super cool. Because he hadn't done that before with
I
another
remember-
gem.
I remember liking the Bismuth episode.
Yeah, Bismuth was cool. Dude, Poppy? Oh my gosh.
Buy poppy seeds. Just buy poppy seeds.
Corn?
Corn.
Corn! Corn Mori! I could buy 6.
Yeah. Didn't they do a crossover with fucking Uncle Grandpa? And he gives a hint to a plot crucial element.
Yeah.
What? I thought he was talking bullshit again.
No, that happens. It's one of the worst episodes in the entire series, too.
Wait, what does he say that's plot important?
I think that he... Oh, I have to look it up. I don't remember.
I have to look up the plot of the Uncle Grandpa Steven Universe.
Well, yeah, because then the episode sucks.
I remember watching Uncle like a few episodes of Uncle Grandpa. Like, but shortly before we stopped, shortly
What's
before
cool
I
is
stopped caring about.
it's also directly called non-canon.
I remember watching some episodes of You Guys Were Smart Kids, What Happened? I wrote a poem yesterday.
I can be
Shut
smart when
up.
I want to, and that's never when I'm streaming.
Yeah. Hey, Indigo, I psychoanalyzed songs with you.
I think it's about Pink Diamond.
Of fucking course it's about Pink Diamond. 2/3 of the show were about Pink Diamond.
Uncle Grandpa knew Steven was a diamond due to the fact that diamonds need to be cleaned, but rose quartz gems do not.
Excuse me.
It's pretty cool. So he directly hinted at how Steven was actually a diamond in like one of the earlier episodes of the entire show. That's something that you don't learn until pretty close to the end.
I, uh, I think what I'm more astonished about is how they managed to make the properties of minerals an important plot point in the show.
Well, knowing the Steven Universe writers, it was probably a mistake.
Yeah.
Or just so happened to be correct. But that's
Hmm.
still funny that that happened.
Yeah. Have you ever um have you ever watched this one YouTuber named Scott Falco?
I used to. Then I stopped.
He did a video on Steven
I
Universe.
remember that. I was subscribed to him when he
Yeah.
made that, and I definitely watched it.
Why'd you unsubscribe?
Uh, I don't remember. I don't hate the guy, though.
Oh, yeah, I'm a big fan. It's always a fun day when he uploads. I really like that tier list he made for the Monster Hunter weapons.
That sounds fun.
Yeah. Because
Sometimes I'll
like
just, like, unsubscribe from people if I just, like, get bored of
feel
their...
like it.
Yeah. Or I just, like, don't feel like
Yeah.
watching their content anymore. It just happens.
That's fair. I tend to be I tend to be very averse to doing that because I subscribe to so few people.
Yeah, I subscribe to a ton.
Yeah, I subscribe to very few people, so when I stop watching people, I'm just like, okay, but maybe I'll get back into them.
Yeah, I
Like,
feel like
I can't.
contractually obligated to watch almost everything that the people I'm subscribed to upload.
Yeah, like I haven't watched an Alfred video in a long time. Like a regular Alfred video, not Alfred Deluxe. That is entirely different, and one of them's a good channel.
Hydrate, I can do that. Consume Tic Tac,
I
I can
need
do that.
I need to clear my subscriptions. I have hold on. What's
Passion
the
fruit.
exact number of subscriptions I have? 1, 2, 3,
I think I
4,
have
5,
close to
6,
like
7.
250 or something.
I have 66.
Yeah, it's a little bit less.
And I have a yeah. And I have like some that I could probably get rid of. Like a Wonderfish.
The ones that would always just kind of be hard for me is when I would get really bored with someone who I had been watching for like years. That would always be
Yeah,
the worst.
that one sucks. Hold on, did I just realized that there's a Wonderfish VOD that I didn't comment on yet. And I'm gonna sneeze. Phew.
Bless you. Alpharad's going through a phase. That sounds fun.
Alfred Deluxe is such a good channel that I would not recommend watching in any situation.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Have you ever watched a YouTuber called Think Noodles? Yeah,
I watched him forever ago. I remember him.
Yes. I watched him forever ago as well. I watched him for like Pop Tropica stuff.
I was in a Minecraft phase for a while, and
Everyone
I watched him
was.
during that time.
That's
Yeah.
not.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
It just kind of happens when basically every YouTuber that is popular is a Minecraft YouTuber.
Yeah.
That was just kind of that era.
One of my favorite YouTubers, like as of now, started out as Minecraft.
Who?
He doesn't. His name's Failboat.
Oh, yeah.
You got
I don't feel about.
Failboat is so cool.
I remember the original channel that got me into YouTube is definitely not one I would watch anymore. Sky Does Minecraft. I don't know how many people have heard about what happened to him, but basically he ended up being a horrible person. So
Yeah,
I
remember that, but,
unsubscribed
like,
long before I knew he was a horrible person, just because his content got really boring.
I used to watch a lot of Smosh. I have this thing where I didn't really care about anything that anyone cared about for a really long time.
Yeah.
Where like I just like when I subscribe to Alpharad has let me see how many subscribers Alpharad has right now. It's like 2.5 million.
It's a couple. Somehow I was unaware of Minecraft for the longest
It's
time. That's impressive.
it's like nearly 2.8 million subscribers. I've subscribed when he had like 200,000.
Oh wow. That's
Yeah, I
always
have
that's always
been
so cool when you subscribe like pretty early and
yeah,
you watch them grow. It's so neat.
yeah. Like I remember like the one of the most stark moments when I was watching uh Alpharad was when he said that he made a bit because like he plays Smash Bros. He used to play a lot of Smash Bros.
Mm-hmm.
And he made Mario. And you know what Mario's like forward air is? It's like
Potentially.
it's like the really slow one that if you hit it in a correct way, it'll send your opponent severely down.
Okay, yeah.
And so since he plays Mario a lot, what he would do was he would start saying like forward aerial every single time he did something like that. He made an entire video where he just did that. Like it was like 10 minutes long. I remember I was like, I don't know, 13, 14, 15, and I thought it was hilarious because that's what 13, 14, 15-year-old does.
Yeah.
And that bit went on for a really, really long time. And one time in Alfred Deluxe, he was playing the new Paper Mario game, which is like a game.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, and I quote, I I made that joke for such a long time, and then I went back and I figured out. So I went back and I looked at when I started making that joke, and it was like a year and a half ago. And so I stopped making the joke. And it was such a stark moment for me because it made me realize how long I've been watching him. Because this was like probably a year or two after he had stopped making the joke, and I had watched him for a long time before that began.
Oh my gosh. See, I
Internet was
remember. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I was being chat.
Indigos. Yeah. Internet was straight up not famous until 2016-17 here, but I had access because of my father's job.
That's nice.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So I would watch Sky Does Minecraft a bunch, and I watched him like after he had already gone through his most popular phase because I was somewhat
Hmm.
slow getting to the internet. I didn't
Yeah.
get like really well. I had access, I think, starting in fourth grade, which is like really early.
Hmm.
But I didn't
Not
really
early.
start
I had
actually using it until like sixth grade when I got a phone.
I yeah.
Really bad phone, but
Um
still a phone.
yeah. Um the thing about me is I had nothing to do all day for the longest time
Mm-hmm.
because like I'm a kid and I had no friends. So
Gosh.
so uh I I got my 1 hour of video game every day, and then I would sit in my room and stare at the ceiling,
Mm-hmm.
pretty
That
much.
sounds healthy.
Yeah, I'm a healthy guy. But
I'm a
but
healthy guy, says the broken man.
I wrote a poem. But I got into internet around like third, fourth grade,
Mm-hmm.
but I had access to it since like second because I remember it was interesting because I didn't figure out what Google was for a long time, but I figured out what YouTube was beforehand
That's impressive.
because I like my mother had a tablet and like an iPad that I would play games on because of course I did. Your pickaxe isn't strong enough to break this boulder.
Yeah.
Nice. So what I did was I played this funky little game. I don't know if anyone's heard of it. It's called Where's My Water?
Oh, I remember that
And
game. That game was fun.
yeah, it was really good. I like the first one. and
Mm-hmm.
then they started making it microtransactions.
Yeah, as
There were so
any
many like
mobile game
good,
would.
yeah, there were so many like copies of that game that were still really good though. So
Mm-hmm.
like they did Phineas and Ferb one, they did a Mickey Mouse one when the new age Mickey Mouse shorts started coming out.
Mm-hmm. The
It was really
sprinkler
fun.
only waters 4 tiles. That's so bad. Oh my gosh.
Still 4 tiles you don't have to do. But what was I saying?
Where's my water?
Yeah. But I remember there was this button. There was this really cool button that you could press. And what the button would do was it would take you to a YouTube channel where you could see like shorts with all the classic Where's My Water characters.
Mm-hmm.
Because there was like an actual like set of 3 distinct characters for some reason.
Mm-hmm.
But and that's how I figured out what YouTube was.
That's cool.
Yeah. Wait, now I remember. This was definitely in 2nd grade.
That's so funny to me because I thought having internet access in 4th grade was early.
Yeah.
And I think about having unrestricted internet access from birth was not a good thing for me. That's probably not a good thing for anybody.
Yep.
I remember that I specifically would like avoid all forms of social media except for YouTube where I, watch things.
Mhm.
And I think
Yeah.
that made me not turn into a broken person. I have seen some of the people on Twitter and I'm like worried for them sometimes because it's like all that they do.
Yeah.
Dude, I miss
Twitter
Pop
is a fuck-
Tropica. I remember
Pop
playing Pop
Tropica's
Tropica in
very cool.
kindergarten.
I played Pop Tropica a lot. I had internet access for the longest time. I don't remember when though. Just 2nd, 3rd grade maybe. Yeah.
I didn't really do much with mine.
Yeah. That really I just looked up cool math games because I thought it was funny.
I just played. I didn't really do anything with the internet. I just played Toontown.
That's canon.
It is. That's all I did really.
Yeah. I played
played-
a lot of Flash games.
I did Wizard 101 a lot too.
What'd you say?
I did Wizard 101 a lot too.
I did Wizard 101, but you had to pay for a subscription for that one that I never did.
Yeah, one year my mom got me a subscription for it and I was the happiest child ever.
Dang. I remember my mother got a subscription to it for herself and my older sister.
Oh my gosh. Club Penguin stream when? Oh wait. I never really liked Club Penguin.
I never played it.
Cause it was just kind of like a goof around game. It was like a game that you had to pay for, but then all you could do was play Flash games in it.
Yeah.
Toontown was unironically more of a game than Club Penguin.
Someone knocked on my door, so I'll be right back.
Okay. Webkins and Neopets were the GOAT. I got Webkins like super duper late, so I never really got to do it. I remember a game called Moshi Monsters, though. I didn't play that one much, but I did play it. I don't think I could tell you anything about it other than there was a funny looking bunny guy. But yeah. Can't remember how long I had access to the internet, but I remember I didn't care for a long time. Why do you hurt me in this way? Heard of Moshi but never played it? I loved Moshi Monsters. Oh, cool. Had some fellow Moshers in the chat. You'll love to see it. Well, one, Breg. Aiden said, I heard of it, but never played it. That was another one you needed a subscription for, though. And at that point, I was already playing Toontown which was being paid for by my dad, and Wizard 101, which was being paid for by my mom, so I wasn't going to ask for another one. Man, I played so much Wizard 101 and then just never touched it again. Actually, I think I went back to try to, like, not long ago, see my old character again and where I was. And I was, like, just immediately booted back to the main world because I wasn't subscribed, and I couldn't even go to the places I had already been because I wasn't subscribed to it. Which is just unfortunate. For some reason, I never experienced the same things as anyone else, so I'll take what I can get. That's pretty cool, Breg. Don't think my parents canceled my Pop Tropica subscriptions until we moved and changed credit cards. I don't know if I ever had a Pop Tropica subscription. I think I just did that game, like, free to play. I don't think I ever did anything crazy with it. I might have, but I don't remember. I need to fish. It's like all I can do for money right now. We can go in the mine. We can go in the mine. Man, so many games would... All the games that would appeal to kids would cost subscriptions. That's so evil. I never really thought about that before. Like, all the big, marketable kids' PC games would be subscription-based. Should have just stuck with Portal on Steam. That was good enough for 4th grade me. That was something I could handle. Predatory? Yeah. I never really thought about that before. There's really no replacement for these games anymore, let alone free ones. I mean, Toontown literally has a replacement, but yeah. Well, this is sucky. What the heck? Oh, wait, I can break that. I just didn't think I'd be able to. Used to watch Sonic animations in Newgrounds. You guys ever see Super Mario Z? I didn't do anything Newgrounds related, like, ever. That was something I learned about later. I was pretty much just I would watch Minecraft YouTubers, and I would watch Toontown YouTubers, and that was it. It was a treasure chest for little old me. And Newgrounds would probably be awesome as a little tiny lad. Never touched Newgrounds. Yeah, a lot of people seem to have done that, but it was not my thing. Power Rangers games and fan animations were my childhood, and Smosh. Yeah, I hear people talk about Smosh a lot. I remember one of my friends tried to introduce me to Smosh, and I just didn't understand it. It wasn't really my thing.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Hello. What are you talking about now?
We're talking about more childhood-related stuff, kind of. It was like Newgrounds and stuff like that. I never really did Newgrounds.
Yeah. Neither did I, which is weird because I was like a Flash game fiend. I just only played it on math games and a couple of other sites that weren't just popular.
I would only do Flash games at school when the only option during recess was the computer lab because it was rainy.
Yeah, I did that too.
I didn't really play Flash games outside of that. I remember one of my favorite things to do was play Bloons. Bloons TD5. That was what I always did, was Bloons TD5.
Of course it was.
Well, yeah.
Hmm.
Back when you could just play it from your browser.
Yeah.
And then I learned that you could, like, actually get the game. I was like, oh, cool.
I always liked the, Henry Stickmin games.
I played those a little bit, but they did not, like, have any kind of impact on me.
I think I 100%ed all the ones that I could. Because, like, the the new one is you have to pay for it on Steam,
Yeah,
like the rest of the games.
I have that one, and I played through it.
Yeah,
I played that probably more than I played any of the other ones.
it's also bigger than the other ones.
I've only learned that Daily Motion exists recently. That was something I discovered browsing around the internet as a child.
What is Daily Motion?
It's like another form of YouTube, basically.
Uh,
But I think it was probably easier to watch stuff that would normally not be on YouTube there.
like,
Like Indigo said, to watch anime.
oh,
I think it's just like a normal site now. But no one ever talks about it. I think that is the first time I've ever seen it mentioned outside of my own brain.
I never really got into anime. It just wasn't my thing.
I was very anti-anime for a while, and then like every other person, I watched One Punch Man one time and I was like, this is awesome.
One Punch Man's always one that interested me. I just never really. I don't watch TV in general a
Yeah,
lot, so
I get that. It's just not really your thing.
yeah. I will, however, watch a shit ton of YouTube because it's totally different.
Yeah, I'll do that too.
Yeah.
I always feel
It's
better about myself when I like watch shows though.
And well, yeah, it doesn't feel like a wasted time. It feels like something that was like done correctly.
Mm-hmm.
I just like YouTube because I'm able to like I don't have to deal with fucking genres. I can just like pick a person I like and watch their stuff.
Yeah, it definitely makes it easier.
It's like watching movies depending on like actors who played in them, or watching movies depending on like producers.
Yeah.
That kind of thing.
Made a lot of wrong decisions in my childhood. Getting into anime was one of them.
Man who plays Persona. Busta Wolf. Oh, go to hell, Indigo.
I think I only started watching anime in like 8th grade. It's like pretty. Like I had a bunch of friends already talking about it at that point.
Yeah.
Oh look, he's stealing from the garbage. That's pretty cool.
Are you gonna reprimand him? Okay, you know what annoys
Kill
me?
him.
Anime fans? Wow. Who
You can
could have
just say
guessed?
fans of like anything.
One of the most, yeah, that's fair.
People who talk about
Like,
anything on the internet are insufferable.
yeah, who act like anime is all about their culture. What? I am so annoyed.
I think I know what you're talking about.
I don't, I don't.
There's just people like that everywhere who obsess about everything.
Uh,
We gotta say the right answer. There we go.
I've only watched video game anime like Pokemon Kirby or Yokai Watch. I need to watch
Those
the
are the
Kirby anime.
ones that I like specifically would not watch. Actually, but as a child, those are the ones that I did watch.
Yeah. I never really watched. I didn't watch the Kirby one, but I really want to.
I remember so vaguely watching the Kirby one as a child. It was not something I watched very much at all, but I remember at least like
Mhm.
one occasion actually getting the chance to watch it. And I was a big fan, but
Yeah.
it just didn't happen very much.
Gus looks like a fun person.
Yeah, he's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I do remember watching Pokemon every once in a while, though. The problem with watching the Pokemon anime as a child, though, was on Cartoon Network. It was always like right in the morning,
Yeah. It was
so I
never
could
like
like
connected.
maybe watch some of an episode before heading into school.
Yeah. I remember I've got to go now. Mother's calling me. I'll be back when and if I can. All right, see you, Indigo. My hold on. The Pokemon anime was so weird to me because I got into it around Black and White because
That's
that's when I
pretty
was
much
in.
when I did too.
Yeah,
I remember watching some of Diamond and Pearl,
like
but not
Black and White
much.
was definitely the Black and White and Indigo League were the ones that I watched.
I don't remember the names of any of them. I just remember the names of the games.
Indigo League is really easy to remember because red and blue.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah, it took me so long to figure out that's why it was called that.
That's so cool.
But yeah, but I remember watching like
There's an earthquake during the night. That
there
sounds
were only
great.
oh
Oh, good.
yeah I only watched three of the series. I watched Indigo League, I watched Black and White, and I watched X and Y.
I remember like properly watching part of X and Y. I think it was the part with Zygarde.
I think I
I think it was
proper
specifically called XYZ.
it was like that's my thing. That was on Netflix. That was listed as a different series.
Yeah, that was the part that I watched. I was like, I want to get into the Pokemon anime. I'll watch this part. And then I like
Yeah.
forced myself through every episode and it didn't get better for me.
I watched all of X and Y on Netflix, and I do mean all of it.
Poor soul.
Don't worry, I was like 10 or 11 years old. I enjoyed it. It was
Okay.
like really fun. I liked it a lot. It was really cool because I really liked Serena and I really liked Clement and I liked the characters.
Mhm.
Like I remember watching the Black and White anime and thinking, can they get Iris? Like, can I just not care about Iris? I want to see Silent more.
Remember that Cartoon Network used to mix black and white and X and Y episodes? That was really weird. I think I know what you're talking about.
That does sound terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's really interesting how faithful they are to the games because not only do like Field Snack from the trash,
Yeah. I'm
but
foraging.
like not only are like the gyms in the right order and like you go on like Ash goes to like areas in the game tangentially to where they would be in the story in like the game.
Mhm.
But I also read that his Pokemon level up and learn moves tangentially to when they would if you like used them in the game.
I do think that like sometimes they would take a while to evolve though.
Oh yeah, like sometimes they didn't evolve, but when they learn moves, like sometimes sometimes he just like had Pokemon that never evolved.
Yeah.
Like in the first series, he had all three starters and one of them evolved. The other two just didn't.
They don't need it. They're fine.
Yeah. I think in Black and White he just had a Tepig the entire time, and I don't think his Oshawott evolved either.
That sounds about right. What? Why? I was pressing the wrong button, that's why.
Yeah.
Wait, new reward.
Wait, Wonder, have I ever told you about the funniest Pokemon, like, red or blue? No, it's the Pokemon Yellow speedrun. Where
Uh,
they go,
I
where
don't
they
think
go through
so.
the, like, it's a specific category where they go through the entire game and do everything that Ash did.
That's pretty cool.
But there's this one part of it that I really like bringing up because, in one of the episodes, Ash catches 50 Tauros.
I remember everybody talking about that. I never watched that episode, but I remember people talking about it.
Yeah, it's brought up a few times in the series later on, like in Sun and Moon anime, where they just for some reason try where they like I think that's when they start. That's I think Sun and Moon is when they started giving people an immense amount of Indigo League fan service.
I remember watching a couple episodes of Sun and Moon, and it was like genuinely entertaining. I
I
think
remember
that's
watching a
some of the
couple.
only bits of the anime I've ever actually liked.
I remember watching a bit of Sun and Moon and then thinking, "Whoa, buddy! I have so many other things before this I need to watch before this one." Like, I have so many episodes of other Pokemon anime that I need to see before I even think about moving on to this one.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Good job getting that chest.
Thank you. Fishing is like the most
But anyway,
fun part of this game.
what I anyway, so like there's the episode where Ash catches 50 Tauros. And so in the actual speedrun, you have to sit down and catch 50 Tauros yourself.
Oh my
However,
gosh.
one of my favorite things is they actually analyzed the episode and looked at it closely, and they saw that Brock threw a single Pokeball and caught one of the Tauros, which means they decided that you needed to catch 49 specifically because Brock caught one of them.
That's amazing.
I know. I just the fact that the speedrun is so in-depth that you have to catch that specific amount.
Yeah,
And
that's
it's not 50. They debunked the 50 theory. The fact that that happened is one of my favorite things just ever.
that episode never aired in English because there were guns, I think. Huh. That'd
Oh.
be wacky. I know there are like some that was one of my favorite things as a kid when I was like on YouTube. I remember Jaywitz. I still watch Jaywitz. He just doesn't make videos very often anymore.
I remember
But
some of Jay with stuff.
but he would talk about like the banned Pokemon anime episodes. And I thought that
Kurigan!
yeah, I
Kurigan!
always thought that those were
Woo!
really interesting.
I remember there was the one where I remember there was the episode that everyone talked about being not being banned in America because James wore a bikini
Yeah,
with like fake boobs. And it's just like
I think that one
I
was the
remember
thumbnail.
it was.
Yeah,
It was. But I remember seeing and hearing about that and thinking, but what would be wrong with that? I would know they were fake. James doesn't have boobs.
we've all seen James. We know that's a
Yeah.
lie.
James could never be a woman. He has the funny line.
I bet Indigo had a fun time coming back to that.
Oh, one of my favorite things about the Pokemon anime is, the funny black and white anime?
Yeah.
James caught and consistently used one of my favorite Pokemon, and that was amazing.
What Pokemon was it?
Yamask.
Oh,
I should go back.
I'm a big fan of him.
I love Yamask. I don't really
See,
care for
one of my
actually
favorite
does.
Pokemon is Excadrill.
Oh, didn't Iris have that? Have one of
Yeah, and it
those?
never listened to her. It always just sat still
Oh
and never
yeah.
attacked.
Yamask is such a goober.
His whole gimmick was he would just like stay curled up in his drill form and he would never actually participate in battles.
So they
So
just brought
I
Charizard
got
in.
treated extremely well.
You got Charizarded.
We'll
I
see.
don't really see what
You could
I
see
don't
it
really see
as
what you
being
see in.
accurate to the games because
It would be too high level.
yeah, it's too high level to listen to her.
Yeah, I know. I understand. It's the same thing with Charizard. Like sometimes your Pokemon don't listen to you. It's genuinely astonishing how many of the game mechanics they just brought into the series. I don't believe it. It's insane. But yeah, I've always liked Drillbur more than Excadrill, but I do like them both.
I used my Master Ball in Pokemon Black on Excadrill.
That's fair.
Just a
You know
wild,
something?
like, level 36 Excadrill.
hmm You know something awesome?
Yeah?
You in particular made me realize I like Finnegan.
Oh, cool. I'm a big Fennekin fan.
Yeah.
Use my Master Ball on
What?
nothing? That's not even interesting. It's so much funnier when you're stupid as a child and you use it on something that does not require a Master Ball.
Yeah.
I was also dumb, and because I was... I just didn't have an Excadrill and I wanted one, but I sure never used it because it was too low level. As a child, I just did not do any kind of grinding in the games at all.
Yeah. See, whenever I tried to grind in Pokemon, I would grind in places where my Pokemon would die, so I had to swap into my extremely overleveled Samurott.
Uh-huh.
And so I had an extremely powerful Samurott and no other Pokemon. And
Yeah, that was me.
that's why I didn't finish the game, because I didn't want to just go through it with one Pokemon.
Froakie Gang Chespin? Oh my gosh, there's no way we have fans of each of them here. You almost never find
A
anybody
Chespin
who
fan.
likes Chespin. Why'd you
Yeah,
guys
I mean
grind in Pokemon? I didn't.
I
Just get good.
like
I didn't grind. I would beat all of
I
Pokemon Black with 2 Pokemon, and I was in like 1st grade.
That's fair. I just like
I would have my starter, and then the monkey that you got at the beginning with an experience share.
it just felt right for me, you know?
Hmm.
Like I needed to grind like it I started young.
Oh, I was just too stupid to do anything else.
Oh, that's
I
fair.
didn't proper. I played 3 generations of Pokemon before I played it properly. It wasn't until X and Y that I like actually had a team.
That's awesome.
I did Platinum and I didn't know how it worked, and eventually I like gave up because for some reason Platinum is just a game without a PC tutorial.
Excuse me.
They don't go over the PC. So I just didn't know how to get other Pokemon that I caught into my party.
Oh, that is splendid.
I had a rough time as a child.
Oh my God, that is you were
And then I beat Black and White several times because I would make it all the way to the end and then I would just do it again. And it would
yeah.
always just be with my starter and the monkey because I didn't do any kind of grinding at all. And I didn't
Oh
really
yeah,
want
I
to use
remember the
anyone else.
monkey. Oh my God, I remember because you get the monkey because you get the monkey because it's a soft like
Yeah,
tutorial in about like type
yeah.
type yeah. It's like you're losing because you're start okay, I need to show you this.
I love the Chespin line, but no one else does. Chesson is cool, Chespin as well, but Quilladin. Uh, I feel like
I like
you shouldn't really judge middle evolutions of starters.
Makoto Yuki.
Middle evolutions are like oftentimes the worst part of every starter's evolution line.
I like Gregson a lot.
Yeah, sometimes they're really good like that, but eh. I really like all of the Generation 6 starters. I think that's my favorite group of starters.
I agree, they're all really good. That's me with Pikachu.
That's just
That's me with
Pachirisu.
that's me with
It's
Pikachu.
kind of like Pikachu.
Yeah, I actually have a Pachirisu plushie that I don't remember where it is.
Oh, I got the fish on accident while trying to get the chest. My mom has a... Actually, I do have a little Pachirisu. My mom does too. She saw my little Pachirisu and then wanted to get her own.
Oh my God, that's awesome.
He's just a little baby guy, little tiny man.
A few months ago, I was thinking about mailing mine to you because like I have no use for it and I don't care about plushies. And
People
I know
just
you
start
like
mailing
Pokemon.
me plushies.
Yeah. You know a funny quirky fact about me? I actually have a lot of plushies that just sit in a drawer and smell bad,
I had that for a long time also.
and now they're displayed.
Well, now they're the
The
ones I
army.
actually want to display. I don't have the little drawer of stuff I
Yeah.
won from claw machines as a little baby.
Oh yeah.
It's like actually stuff I care about. Like this random hedgehog with an apple on its head. Now it's stuff I won from claw machines as an adult. That's what I should say. Except it's like those
Yeah.
online claw machines that look like scams.
Uh I refer to my stepdad as Pikachu. That's weird.
It's kind of funny though.
Wonder you should start doing that.
I don't think I should do that.
Why?
I think it would I think it would just be weird if I suddenly did that one day after knowing him for so long. It's like, hey
I
Pikachu,
think
like
that makes
what? What do you
I think
mean?
that makes it better. It's really cool when you just like start saying something and you're the only one who has context as to why it's funny.
And then you start cracking up and everyone's like scared of you. That's awesome. It's like when you're in a room of people and you see the perfect opportunity for like a good reference joke setup and nobody in there will
Oh
get it
yeah.
but you.
When I was
And you
like
have to and you
really
just do it
when I
anyways
was
cuz it's
like
just so perfect.
so when I was like really young, I would first getting into Persona 5 as an Alpha Red fan because Alpha Red likes Persona.
Mhm.
That's how I got into Persona, by the way. That fucker. That's also how I got into Xenoblade.
That's awesome.
Yeah. I heard that fucking seagull squawk and I thought for some reason like that was me laughing.
I thought that was you too. I wasn't going to say anything. I thought you were just laughing really hard. I like how you thought it was you. You didn't even think it was me.
You don't laugh like that.
Yeah.
But I had a Nikechi profile picture because of fucking course I did.
Oh boy.
And then someone said the word.
The P word?
The P word.
Oh.
Yeah. I used to not be funny, but then I grew up.
That's the
And I'm
thing.
still not funny,
I
but
don't
differently.
think I don't think the Persona fan base realizes that everybody, pretty much everybody who makes the jokes that they don't like are just people who are new to the fan base, see the jokes and are like, "Yeah, these are awesome. I want to make them too."
Yeah, pretty much. I think the thing for me was that got me into liking Akechi was once again I didn't really pay attention to the YouTube playthrough I watched because I don't own a PlayStation, so I couldn't have like I didn't pay. I only like half paid attention. And I even
Mhm.
skipped through some parts because I was bored. But like the fucking gather information on Kaneshiro, why would I watch that? But
Yeah.
something that they did that always stuck with me and like made me like Akechi because they said it every single time they brought it up is you know how it's actually like kind of nuanced that Akechi is the traitor? Like it's obviously him, but it's so obviously him that you just like don't think about it.
Yeah, that is exactly what happened to me when I played the game. I
Yeah.
it didn't I was
Every
like, "Oh my
single
gosh, who's going to betray me? I don't know who's going to betray me, guys. Who's going to do it? Who could it be? Is it
yeah.
Haru? Is she
There's an
upset about her
act
dad?"
there's an actual theory that that was supposed to be the case. Like that, not that it was supposed to be the case, but that it was the case, and Akechi just happened to also suck.
The
But
persona jokes are like indoctrination. Yeah. It's a
the
rite
thing
of
that happened with
passage.
me is the people with who that I watched remove all sorts of nuance with Akechi because every single time he walked on screen, they would just say, "Oh my God, look, it's sketchy Akechi."
And you're
They
like, I
said that
wonder
for
if he is the traitor.
yeah.
I wonder who will be the one who betrays the team.
I want maybe it's sketchy Akechi.
I remember when I would play through the game, and every time I'd meet a new team member, that's what I would think. Like, I wonder if this is the person who betrays the team.
And then you and then you see the guy who has been vocally against the Phantom Thieves the entire game joins the team, and you're like,
And
oh,
I'm like, I wonder who will betray the team. I don't know. And
yeah.
it, like, fully genuinely.
I wonder who's the real fishy character in this game.
If I'm playing a game and enjoying it, my brain shuts off.
Yeah.
It's exactly what happened in Xenoblade 3. Like,
It's
N?
the fucking.
You know N?
Oh yeah, him.
Yeah, okay. Didn't even consider. Like, didn't even think about it.
I haven't met him yet, so I don't know what you're talking about. Are you just talking about the fact that
If
he
you,
has a striking resemblance to Lance?
yeah.
Yeah.
But, like, I saw him and I was like, he looks familiar. I wonder, who does he resemble? He seems to be related to someone I've seen before, but who is it? I don't know. And
Did
then
you
it wasn't
actually?
genuinely, not until he fully revealed his identity. I didn't know the entire time. I was
I
that
actually don't.
clueless.
I actually don't know his identity. I don't know how he relates to Lance.
Yeah, Lance.
Lance, man whose name starts with N.
I wonder who's the real fishy character in this game.
I already read that.
I wonder.
I wonder.
See, if I just read it again, the awkwardness is gone. Because then it makes it sound like I'm being stupid.
You are being stupid, but sometimes
Yeah!
it's intentional.
Yeah! But yeah, I didn't even think about that with End. I felt so dumb. It was like, oh my gosh, this is exactly what happened with Akechi all over again. It's so obvious, and I just don't
Don't they
realize
both?
it for no reason.
Dude, did you know that a group of crows is called a murder? Anyway. Anyways, I was thinking of something, but then I forgot. Thank you, Indigo.
But yeah, you've at least seen. Oh yeah, you've seen End. You just haven't like met him.
I've seen N, but he was shrouded in Shroudo, but his fucking ponytail is really iconic.
Yeah, Lance. Uh,
Yeah, Land's ponytail.
but yeah, you see him like properly at the end of this chapter.
Okay.
He like takes off the mask, and at that moment I was like, oh my gosh, like that's him. No way.
The Xenoblade.
It's like the equivalent of an Incredibles character taking off their mask, and then you know who they are. It shouldn't make a difference at all. You should still know who this is.
Yeah.
Don't think I've ever experienced a, oh gosh, I should not read chat while I'm fishing.
I don't think I've ever experienced a game with a plot twist that I wasn't watching a playthrough of. Amori.
That's a good game.
Agreed.
My thing with
Oh my god.
most plot twists is I tend to either accidentally it's like three outcomes every time. I either accidentally
Mhm.
spoil myself, it's really obvious and I'm completely stupid, or I figure it out way before I'm supposed to.
Did you ever... Do you know who the true culprit in Persona 4 is?
Yeah. I've
Who is it?
definitely told you before that I figured I was like, "Oh, it's that guy." The moment they spoke any dialogue at all.
That's the same exact thing that happened to me. And then I DM'd two different people about it who did not know each other at all, and both of them told me it wasn't him.
Oh no, what are you talking about? It can't be that guy. No,
Mhm.
it couldn't be. Got spoiled about every modern mainline Persona twist. That's a big downside with the fandom.
Yeah.
They
Did
they're
you know that? Did you
the
ever
fandom's
figure out?
favorite memes are all of the ones that spoil the game.
Did you know that most of the time when there's an antagonist in a game, you refer to them by their last name instead of their first name?
Yeah, true. Nanako.
Like even yeah, you call her Dojima.
Uh-huh.
That's the character who that's Dojima.
Curious,
What's
you
her
called
father?
Ojima by his last name.
Well, he was actually planned to be the killer in like the concept.
And they
in, like,
forgot
the
to
chapter
revert it.
It's not that they forgot to revert it, it's that he was just known as Dojima at that point, so.
Spoiled for Persona 4 and 5. I was totally blind for 3. 3's probably a
Yeah.
pretty good one to be blind for.
It is. It would be pretty good if I was blind for that game if I just didn't already know the entire story.
See, I would have been blind. I did watch the movies first, but I would have been blind to those if not for the fact that on March 5th every year people have a field day.
Oh. Uh-huh.
Like
Except
there is
Akutsuki,
no mercy at all.
except Akutsuki, I actually figured it out because hair. What does that sentence mean?
Hair. Is that not obvious?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, he does have hair. That's a good point, actually, now that I think about it.
Yeah. I really like Akutsuki because Aiden looks exactly like him.
That's not what I expect you to say at all. Do you hate hair? Because, oh boy, I have that. I remember
18-year-old man has hair. Wow, insane.
I
Fucking
remember starting the movies and being
groundbreaking.
suspicious of him from the beginning.
I remember being suspicious of him from the beginning because I knew he shot someone.
That would make you suspicious of someone, yeah.
Yeah. I knew he shot a good guy too, and I also knew that he was the one who crucified everyone. I would have been I was suspicious of him from the beginning
I
because I
love how
knew he was
that
a
I love how that can
suspicious
just be
individual.
casually mentioned. He's the one who
Yeah.
crucified everyone.
I love how that's a plot point. I love how that's real.
Thanks,
I
Atlas. You're
know
the best.
I know somewhere deep in my media tab there's a there's a screenshot of crucified Fuka.
Or Fuka.
If someone wants to find that and send it to me so I can save that permanently on like a server that I have, then please do so. I'm not gonna look for it. Oh, hi, hi, Dominic.
Hello. We're talking about crucified Persona characters.
Dominic, don't you want to be crucified?
It would be an honor.
Crucifixion, like in Pokemon Black and White manga? What? Never mind, I don't want to know. Dude,
The
Jesus.
only thing I know about the
Dude is.
Pokemon
Dude,
mangas is they go
did you.
crazy.
Dominic, dude, is Jesus a persona? Dominic, the answer is yes. I really want you to know from the bottom of my heart that just is a thing that exists.
You love to see it.
You know
Reminds
who it
me of
is, right?
how, maybe? I don't know. That just always makes me think though about how in JoJo Jesus is just a stand user. Did you know that?
You ever think about in Beyblade how Moses?
I love that so much. Moses
I have a,
parted the seas with a Beyblade. I love when Christianity just like enters the lore of other pieces of just pieces of fiction. It's so funny.
I know. I just I have a friend who like hyperfixates on things for like years at a time, and he got to Beyblade before his Yu-Gi-Oh phase, which is current.
Oh boy,
Actually,
what
I
a
think he,
bunch of phases to have. Oh my gosh.
wait, I think he got out of. I haven't talked to him in a while, but I think he got out of Yu-Gi-Oh and into bowling.
That is quite the transition.
It is, yeah.
Yu-Gi-Oh to
But
bowling, the pipeline.
yeah. And so every time I talked to him, he just had to tell me about how that exists and like, did you know Moses parted the Beyblade with the Red Sea? I mean, yeah, that's how that works. He poured water on
Impressive.
it. There was an. I think the other thing he
Bowling
did that
is just
really.
Yu-Gi-Oh with extra steps.
You should tell Joe. You should tell Joe about that one.
I probably will. I'm just gonna send it
Yeah.
to him randomly on Discord after the stream.
Yeah.
Actually,
Another
we're
thing.
just gonna send it right now.
Yeah. Another thing that he did that really annoyed the hell out of me is that whenever I played Yu-Gi-Oh with him, he would talk like an anime character.
Oh
He
boy.
he would yeah, he would like do the enunciation and all. And the other thing that annoyed me about him is that whenever he had me on my ropes and had me like 2 seconds away from death, where he had one turn left to kill me, he would just end his turn, keep me alive for three
Oh,
of the turns.
that's like the worst kind of card game player.
Yeah. It worked out for
I
me
can
because
win.
sometimes I could
I'm
because
going to
sometimes
mess with you.
yes. Like that's fine when it doesn't like blatantly waste your opponent's time. Like when like making someone feel pain when they've already lost their arm, that's okay. I don't see an issue with that. What I do see an issue with is just like doing it in a medium that makes me waste 15 more minutes.
Yeah, that's the thing with card games. They always take forever.
Yeah. I'm gonna go press buttons on Strive now. Goodbye. Don't at me. Anyone who's watching the stream and doesn't at Indigo is banned. Yeah. Do your duty. Why?
Go forth, my children.
Obliviates.
Verbero.
I love that word so much. I like the enunciation that it's pronounced in too. Just Evabera.
Verbero.
Evabera. I figured out the gimmick with that fight so early on. But the other thing that happened to me with that fight is that it wasn't hard. And even though he spawned enemies infinitely, because I just didn't care to, like, try and stop that,
Mm-hmm.
I just did that fight for 10 minutes until he got to his... until he got to the limit of clones he can spawn, and then I just killed all the rest of them.
I remember, I'd already known what to do from Chugga Conroy, so...
Yeah, just like... It's really, really easy. Just don't kill them, get them to like half health, and then kill them all at once.
Yeah. It's really, like, not that bad.
Yeah, it's not. But I didn't really care about strategy, plus it was good EXP.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. That was the worst. It sucked.
You missed a spot.
There's nothing there. That's just fertilizer.
I know.
Well, I'm back and
That's
watching
why
now,
I
so if you
couldn't-
said something I totally didn't hear. That's okay, Breg. I don't think we said anything
You-
important. We don't usually do
do.
that anyways.
You should board the bus.
I think I will pick up the crops around the bus and sell them instead.
Yeah, crops that you didn't even grow
Yep.
because you're like a dumbass.
And I'm selling them. Yeah, summer music's
Wow.
really nice, actually. You should waterboard the bus. See, that sounds like a crime. That doesn't sound like it would... That doesn't sound like a good thing.
It's not a crime if it can't feel pain.
You heard it here first, guys. 25 copper ores. You can keep the ores after he inspects them. That sounds interesting, actually. I have 2 days to do it.
Happy Chaos.
Dude, Happy Chaos. I've seen him in the
Happy
story a little bit.
Chaos.
He's pretty cool.
Yeah. Indigo Sang has requested to follow you on Twitter. Block.
Wait, what in the world is Indigo requesting
What?
to follow?
That in my account. The
Okay.
one with the funny little insignia.
Okay. A funny little one.
The funny little one.
Not a crime if the bus perishes.
It's not a. It's not a. It's
It's
not
not a crime
torture
if
if you
it
kill them.
dies.
It's not. It's not a. It's not torture if it kills them.
Kaikisk? Yeah, Kaikisk. Mr. Fish, have you gone to the tower yet?
Did you just say Kaikisk?
Yeah, I said Kaikisk.
It's Kaikisk. Kaikisk. Enunciate the Kai more.
Kaikisk.
Kaikisk.
No, I did that on purpose. I hope you know.
I know you're doing it on purpose. I'm teaching you how to not be an idiot.
Kaikisk.
Sounds like you're saying Earthbound.
Wrap it up. Are you telling me to end the stream? Wonderfish streams are not awesome anymore. Is it because I said Kaikisk? Are you mad at me for saying Kaikisk, a name I know how to pronounce, and I'm just doing it wrong on purpose? Are you that upset? I'm impressed. I didn't think that it would be that upsetting to anybody. Wasting my time in here only to hear Kaikisk. Koi Kiske.
Kisuke.
How dare you mispronounce the name of a fighting game character? Brigetti!
I like Brigitte.
Brigitte.
Brigette's the one. That's fucking insane. What
Bridge.
the hell is this? What is
Stop.
this?
Stop, please, Brigetti! That's a JoJo character!
Oh,
Dominic says Kisk.
I just saw fan art of Sora Kingdom Hearts
Yikes.
with the Incredibles cast. Is that like the most dramatic art of Soul Bad Guy I've ever seen, or is that just a random character?
Or is that just Sora again?
It has 0 comments, so I can't tell. The profile picture is the most amazing Zato art I have ever seen.
Mm-hmm. This chat is a nightmare.
So much so that I do legitimately have to show this to you. It is awesome.
Dominic says rain. Yeah, rain. When he goes like it's rain time. That's pretty cool.
My mother does that a lot. I don't particularly mind it, but like, yeah.
But like, it does get completely on my nerves, and I wish that she would perish. What is that?
But that's unrelated.
Wait, I also did not see the ADHD versus autism image. Oh my gosh.
Why is it?
What?
Well, I'm gonna talk about this one after the stream ends because no one else wants to hear about it.
Okay. Why are you confused by that?
I'll tell you later because no one else wants to hear about it.
Okay, yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
I promise you guys it's not interesting, genuinely.
Mm-hmm.
I should make a Minecraft server. Why?
I was expecting the stream to
Greg just destroyed you immediately.
I was fully expecting the stream to end when Indigo said wrap it up. I was expecting Wonder to read that and then just hit the end stream button.
Well, the whole thing is you're not supposed to be able to predict it. You never know when it might end. It could happen at any moment. Funnies? Yeah. Funnies.
Hilarity.
See, and if I was being predictable, I would have done it right after I was talking about, you know, not being predictable.
Exactly.
It's happening? No?
We've got a few minutes left.
Yeah. You can take stuff out of the box? I didn't even know you could do that. That's pretty cool.
We can joke. Like, we can joke about it happening and just, like, it not have it happen yet.
Yeah. There it is. Oh, that was just lag. Never mind.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. Can I break these? Dang. Trust issues.
PTSD.
I don't think that's how a butterfly moves.
Yeah.
Pretty weird, not gonna lie. I also wouldn't end the stream in the middle of the day. It just wouldn't really make any sense. Because then I'd have to keep playing off stream, and I would never do that ever in my life.
Yeah.
Never done that before once.
Not. Yeah. Never.
Post-stream and traumatic disorder. That's too long. What's too long? Oh, the... what? Pasetted? Pasetted.
What?
It's a good acronym.
Pathetic.
Yeah. Wait, that just fell into the water over a tile that was clearly mostly land. Cool.
Haha.
That's not very nice.
I'm aware.
You wouldn't make fun of me.
Never.
You've never done that before.
Not once. Never.
Never have.
Not one time.
Watch the stream go for like another hour.
Yeah.
You guys are like, ooh, it's gonna end, ooh! And then it just doesn't. It just keeps going.
If we're gonna stream for another hour, can we play Guilty Gear instead?
I should play Minecraft. Actually, don't ask why. Why? How do you go from wanting to play Guilty Gear to wanting to play Minecraft?
Please don't. I have a life. Go to sleep. You go to sleep at around this time anyway. I get it's a weekend, but fuck you.
Yeah.
Go to hell.
Dude, that they say that in Guilty Gear, they go like, heaven or hell. And then you get
Rock.
sent to both of them at the same... Rock or paper. Rock, paper, or scissors. Let's rock.
No.
Wait. Oh, no.
Paper or hell.
you choose. It could really be anything here. I don't know what the correct option is. My heaven or hell is just anime jargon. Mods are awesome. That did actually say something, by the way. I just want to let people know. I don't know what it is.
I thought that was your sentence, and I realized what you did.
No, I haven't modded anything. I want to... modding is something you do when you're frustrated with the base game.
I know what he means. He modded Guilty Gear so that he doesn't mod the game so that the game is different. He just modded the game so that the game was different but fun.
Mm-hmm. I understand. He doesn't know anime jargon. Yeah. I know what fate is. You just said a lot of other words.
I think it's just the word. It's just the word Kotomine Kiri instead of heaven or hell.
Oh, cool.
His game and Pix game are modded to hell and back.
To heaven or hell.
Like the Peter Griffin mod, yeah.
Yeah, I remember. I have watched. I did watch some gameplay with the Peter Griffin mod from one of you guys on one of your tweets, and it was hilarious.
Yeah.
It's not something that I would put in mind because I like the funny counter, but you know.
Yeah. If I ever modded the game, it would just be like different costumes for my characters.
Yeah, I have seen the Makoto
the
Makoto Yuki Kaikisk.
Yeah. I would what's it? I could do freakishly tall Ken Amada for Faust.
I was gonna say, can you just change it so Faust is twice his height? He just goes off screen.
His hitbox.
Pick Ringism and Makoto Kai. Yeah, I know.
Yeah. I should do Pepsi Man for Soul.
That would be awesome.
There's a long hair Kai mod?
can have small characters. Dude, is there like Scrappy Doo? That'd be... If I can't have him in Multiverses, I can at least have him in Guilty Gear.
Wait, you could kill a Magio for Anji.
That would be really cool, actually. I love how much the Akechi over Happy Chaos works.
Yeah, especially because they have the same voice actor.
Yeah. One Indigo?
Matt Mercer.
Yep, uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Indigo, what is it?
Indigo.
You're saying Mr.
Indigo,
Fish. Is it about the stream ending again? Because it's not happening yet.
Indigo, what do you want? Indigo, check Discord.
Check Discord.
Oh, it probably sent you a mod. Scrappy.
Oh,
Scrappy
he just did.
Door.
Shaggy and Scooby-Doo over Giovanna.
No.
It looks so bad. That's my favorite part. Scrappy-Doo is already in Guilty Gear. I'd like to know who Scrappy-Doo would be. Ooh, Aiden sent me a Bridget video. Bye, guys.